Switch that V6 for the EV. Ride it around my city. You should come ride with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me sip. Water like a fish sip. Box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline.
What's good, family? Hey, listen, I'm not finna be up here all night, okay? I gotta get up in the morning, all right? Listen, I mean, it's no fucking excuses, man. No excuses. I told y'all we need a backup big man. That we don't have. Hold up, guys. We don't have a backup big man. Told y'all we needed a backup big man. No one want to listen to me. Now y'all want to tell me, hey, how come Okongwu? This is why. This is why I tell y'all we need a backup big man. So we can have somebody in there that can put a fight up against Kevin Looney. You can't sit here and ask John Collins and Okongwu to try to battle this guy. They too small, they too short. Okay. And what you saw at the end of the game right there, for some of y'all who don't know, that's why you don't call the timeout at the end of the game. That way the defense can't get set. They took the ball and went straight down the court. Defense couldn't get set. Defense could pick up a man, Trae Young. He the last one down the court once again because he too busy trying to celebrate his shot because he must have thought they was going to call a timeout. But the defense didn't get set. That's what Nate McMillan was trying to tell y'all why he didn't call a timeout. Because you can attack the defense because they're not set. They looking to pick up their guy. They not ready. So now you want to talk about the end of the game. It ain't Murray's fault. It ain't Murray's fault at the end of the game. Nobody else was playing fucking defense at the end of regulation. I mean, was that regulation? I can't even fucking remember. But they all just stood there while Jonte playing defense on old buddy. Everybody else just standing in the corner over there instead of being active, picking up their man. That's what I be talking about when I say the Hawks don't play 48 minutes of basketball. And that's what I talk about when I say I don't give a fuck. Ain't no such thing as taking plays off. You need to be active the whole time. So now we fucking lost again. How many losses is that in a row? Come on, man. Come on. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. And maybe we not in this position if the team would have played fucking defense in the first half instead of giving up 72 fucking points in the first half. I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's call it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And I'm gonna tell you now, man, bro. So I don't see how people can even. This is what I'll be talking about, man. I don't think sometimes I'm confused if some of y'all come in here. Did you even watch the game? That's what I don't understand. Y'all keep talking about DeJounte Murray passed the ball to the other team. No, somebody should have been out there guarding the dude. Why he the only one over there was playing the goddamn defense? Nobody else was playing fucking defense. They over there taking a break. And y'all want to blame it on Murray. He's the only one who was defending on that final possession. Yes, you can have him, son. He's the only one who was defending. You should be mad at the other motherfuckers for standing around, not picking up nobody, just assuming shit. Oh, the clock gonna run out. No, you should be on somebody. The other 4 dudes on the court watching him playing defense on one dude. Someone should be there. But nope. All y'all see is, hey, he passed the ball to the other team. No, he was the only motherfucker playing defense. I mean, this shit is getting ridiculous, man. It's purity ridiculous. And I know what you're talking about, Dwayne P. I know what you're talking about. You talking about when he tricked off, because I put it in the chat. He tricked off 3 straight fucking possessions. He tricked them off. He shot that stupid 3 when we got the rebound. When Collins had freaking DiVincenzo on him in the paint and he shot that stupid 3 with like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Then he came down and turned the fucking ball over. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Then he did it again. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But it's just funny how people don't know how to put blame on certain players in this organization. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. And I don't care how many overtimes it took. They missing a best player. They missing a best player. And they still beat us. This team, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I don't want to hear that offense shit, dog. I do not want to hear it. I do not want to hear that shit, bro. We need a backup big man to be able to get on these boards. How many second chance opportunities? What I don't understand is how y'all can just find like one thing. It was a double overtime. It's a double overtime game, but y'all can just find one motherfucking thing to speak on. I don't understand y'all sometimes, man. I don't understand. Are you a fucking Hawks fan or you a fan of these fucking players, dog? Because you should be upset at all these motherfuckers. 72 points in the first half? The fuck out of here, man. It's fucking ridiculous. 72 points in the first half, but people still find a way to blame one player, 2 players. I got some shit for all the motherfuckers. I got some for all of them. I could point out opportunities where we had a chance to extend the lead and shit, and a player fucked the shit up. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And fans should not be accepting this fucking bullshit, bro. We just got our ass whipped by a fucking 38-year-old dude. Now we come out here, get dominated in the first half, man. Bro, I put in New Pat City. I say, you know, I wish we could just start this shit all over, dog. Get rid of everybody on the team and start from fucking scratch. I don't want none of these motherfuckers. Because they fuck these dudes, man. Lack of fucking effort in the first half. They look like a fucking high school team out there in the first half. Come on, man. But for some reason, we could come out, oh, it's this guy's fault. No, all these motherfuckers fucked up. I got some for all of them. DeJounte, great defense, but he tipped the ball to the other dude. He had some timely turnovers. There's a couple times John had an advantage. They ain't give him the fucking ball. Trae Young, another fucking terrible night shooting the goddamn ball. Pass the fucking ball, bro. You're not a shooter, dog. 7 for fucking 20-something again. 3 possessions where he just fucked the shit up. I'm not even going to get no hate on Okongwu because it's not fair to ask this dude. He undersized. The same shit we was complaining about with Al fucking Horford undersized. And then we get dominated on the board. And then he had 12 rebounds. Collins had 12 rebounds. And we still got shitted on the boards. I didn't even want to look at the stats because I don't even know how many goddamn offensive rebounds they had tonight. Fuck out of here, man. This is bullshit. Total nonsense. And I'm tired of it, man. 72 fucking points in the first half. No Steph Curry. No Wiseman. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck these dudes, man. I don't care if that, I don't care if they went through and got rid of every last one of these motherfuckers, all of them, and just start the franchise. Just start this shit over. Trade everybody and start the rebuild with the goddamn French motherfucker. Wambambu, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't care, bro. Now, how many games we under 500? 2, 3? I'm going to tell you something, man, and then I'm going to bring everybody on. The fucking coach ain't going to change this fucking garbage that you see. I'm going to tell you that right motherfucking now, man. Ain't no fucking coach going to come in here and change this garbage. The players need to either get better or we need to get better fucking players. What's good, my G? What's popping, Juan?
Bro, I express the same sentiments as you right now as far as the team is concerned, bro. Because something missing, man. Like, I don't know if it's physically, mentally, emotionally, lack thereof, road trip, too much mama dressing on New Year's or black eyed peas and collard. I don't know, bro. But like, we played lethargic in the first half, energetic in the second half, come all the way back only to lose it in double overtime, bro. And I'm gonna go back to the rebound, like you said, because you didn't have pulled it. I just pulled it up because it's a good point. They had 23 offensive rebounds.
Get the fuck out. This is what I be talking about.
23 2 out of 10. I mean, Kevin Looney got 2 at the end right there for the putback. 69 to 53, we got out rebounded, bro. Klay Thompson comes back and get his best game since his since his injuries, of 54 points. Like, we haven't seen this Klay Thompson in 3 years. And I posted in New Pack City, the commentators were like, I don't know why the Hawks haven't double teamed Klay yet. And this was in the first overtime. I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like it's stupid to think that you're just gonna let a dude get 50 points on you, almost 60, man. And somebody in New Pack City said, go ahead.
No, goodness well, we don't have nobody good on ball defenders. The guard is gone.
And bro, somebody in New Pack City said Klay gonna go for 50 or 60 points. And well, he did it. And so it's just comical at this point, bro. We've lost we're on a 4-game losing streak. We lost 5 of our last 6, and it ain't gonna get no better. We play Sacramento tomorrow. Sacramento rolling.
Kevin Huerter career high 25. Yeah, Kevin Huerter career high tomorrow.
I don't know. I don't know when we get a next victory. The Lakers rolling. LeBron scored 43 again tonight. Like, bro, I don't know where you see a win at. Like, you could say this is the game we're going to win. Like, I pass on the mic, bro, because I'm done, bro. I'm tired of these dudes.
Bro, this team, man. I said this team is not constructed. We missing important shit.
Yep,
bro. A raggedy ass Dwight Howard would have been so good to have right now, just to put him in for spot minutes.
Size. I mean, Kevin Looney had 19 rebounds.
And that's what I've been saying, bro.
Thomas Bryant had 19 rebounds.
21. And I'm saying, it's not fair. It's not fair for me to get on Okongwu, man, because he undersized, man. I'm not gonna sit here and hold him accountable. John Collins, he undersized, man. He can't bang with them boys. But you know what's so funny, Juan? Us as fans, we know this.
Yep.
Why it's not getting addressed? I don't want to hear no fucking Frank Kaminsky because he don't play the paint like that.
Yep.
he ain't played the paint like that since he left Wisconsin.
Yep.
I don't want to hear nobody talk about we got a 7-footer. He not the right one. That's what I be talking about when I say front office be dumpster diving for fucking talent because the owner fucking cheap.
Yep.
And I'm not even gonna blame Travis for that shit because now knowing what I know now that Tony Wrestler trying to save a fucking $1, that's probably all we could afford on the Tony Wrestler fucking budget.
Yep.
Talk to me, Mike. What's good with you, homie?
Pretty bad, man.
Oh man, just wanted to kind of reiterate some stuff or whatever. I hope it was kind of obvious to people, Of course, fire Nate. That's the first thing, right? That's what it's supposed to be. Fire Nate. Um, yeah, man, plays are overrated. The Warriors weren't doing nothing tonight, but beating us. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. Nothing special necessarily. Clay just get the ball and make a damn shot. When we lost to the Nets, KD got to his spots, made a damn shot. The Bulls, when they did that thing, well, we ain't rebound, and then that happened or whatever. But plays before that or whatever, DeMar DeRozan made a shot. I can't stress enough that really what comes down to in this league is everybody knows like, yes, it's a make or miss league. Then on top of that, you got to have your star guys. I know DeMar, you talking about their best player out, but shit. Klay Thompson and Draymond, those are doggone champions and all-stars, whatever. They're still better than everything we got, especially IQ-wise. Draymond trumped everybody on our team IQ-wise.
Sure
like, we are dumb combined with poorly constructed, and it is a horrible combination. For me, I'm not going to sit here and say Nate is a championship coach. That's obvious. A lot of people be arguing about that, the obvious apparent stuff. But that's not like the top tier thing when I'm looking at things or whatever. I'm like these motherfuckers dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing dumb stuff. They doing dumb things. You feel me?
Bro, we do not.
They inconsistent.
Dumbest. My bad, man. Go ahead. My bad, bro. We just do the dumbest shit. Like, bro,
they doing.
I was sitting
the
here
one
watching
play
the game.
when Justin,
my bad. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead. My bad.
all right. So like dumbness or whatever, and not like all right. Nate did not call or tell DeJounte Murray in the timeout, slap the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't a coach. You feel me? That's just a dumb play. He ain't tell Trey also in that situation to be over there next to DeJounte Murray and be, I don't know, in no man's land doing what Trey does or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing right there? Yeah, you can say he shouldn't be on the court, whatever, man. And stop coddling the nigga. He on the court, so do something smart. Make a play. Don't be there. He did later on, so I give him a shout out of that. I was proud of him on the little play when, yes, Jordan Poole bailed him out. But anyway, he played defense, though. He put forth the effort. He fell asleep for a moment right there, but that's the thing. We're inconsistent stuff. Draymond, for example, didn't miss a beat when it comes to just basically playing defense or making the right play, even passing the ball, bro. Like, he don't miss a beat. Klay Thompson did not miss a beat. We almost won because Jordan Poole missed a beat. He slick dumb. He benefits from being on the Warriors. Like, he do some dumb stuff from time to time. But Klay and Draymond, them boys, like I said, what is it in baseball? You bat what 1,000, whatever, you something perfect or whatever. But yeah, them boys, it's damn near perfect in their decision making, and when they doing and everything, like, they ain't making no mistakes necessarily or whatever. They gonna do what they supposed to do, and they ain't doing nothing extra. They going straight to it. That's how they are, man. That's the players. We got to get more stars. You feel me? Going back to the team and the roster, poorly constructed. I was happy when we got Murray. No lie. I was like, all right, cool. We got Murray. That's nice and that's good. But reality is that Murray isn't necessarily a perennial all-star. He's a one-time all-star / fringe all-star, and I don't know if he'll make it to be an all-star again, just based off the landscape and stuff like that. He really got to step his game up and stuff like that and able to do that. So I said this the last time zone with you or whatever, talking about the top 4, top 5 teams. You're looking at them, seeing the landscape. The Cavs, Donovan Mitchell, went ham tonight in the absence of Garland, like went epic ham. He is a perennial all-star. When they got him a few days after we made our move with Murray, I was like, damn, it sunk my ship. You feel me? Because I felt like, damn, that really just trumped our whole little move, you know what I'm saying? And took whatever positioning that could be for that little middle of the pack, 4 or 5 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's for sure going to them. Like, we going to have to, and we ain't do nothing else after that. Like, well, I don't know what our front office was looking at or whatever. It's like, oh, no. Because somebody else made some moves too. Because, like, we did our thing, but it's just like, we still got Trump, you know what I'm saying, by other teams and what they were doing as well. And it's just, yeah, bro, I can't stress that enough. We're poorly constructed. Like, everybody got another dumb play. When JC get the ball taken away from him, why is this dumb ass even spinning towards the middle, towards the double?
Why did DeJounte pass him the ball? Why he didn't just shoot the shit? He's not there.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm not too mad that he gave it to him or whatever because John been playing well, but the elevation – John got to continue to grow. He's been doing well, but he got to continue to grow in his awareness and feel in the post. Because I don't know why he turned that direction. It should have been a simple turn baseline, right hook over his left shoulder, easy bucket, away from defense, whatever, away from that. But he went to it. But
what,
yeah,
Mike?
Murray could have shot the shot. Murray could have shot the shot. But hey,
play?
What's that?
But you know what I thought? I don't think John was expecting the ball because when he got he didn't look like he was prepared. But it's still,
I mean,
that still don't take away. That still don't take away.
I mean,
that nigga John Collins on that play,
that
nigga looked just like Drake London.
What was the shot clock at the moment?
That nigga took the ball from his ass like
the shot clock going down or something at that moment or whatever? If you're not prepared, then don't do nothing dumb. Bring the ball out or something, then or something to pass the ball out. Don't rush nothing. So if you got the ball in your hand, just make a good move. That's all it is. But like I said, I'm not denying anything. Murray could have shot the shot. Yes, you're right.
He should have, bro.
The ball in your hand. But
nigga looking like Ben Simmons. Right. He right in front of the goal and got scared, man.
Okay, again, niggas, bro. Okay, all of them playing horrible. I'm just saying, once you got the ball in your hand and then you get it stripped away from you, it's a complete turnover. Dude passing the ball, it was a complete pass.
That nigga look like Drake London, bro.
They took the shit too mad at that. It was a complete pass. You can't get too mad at that.
Well, I'm mad at that because he should have shot it. He should have shot that shit. Man, but number two, you're right. I ain't disagreeing with you. I ain't disagreeing with you.
What I'm saying though, but y'all gotta have moments though, man. But you gotta, but I'm saying it's other times when y'all don't want him to pass in the ball. You don't want him to pass the ball.
Listen to me, Mike. I'm agreeing with you. That nigga got the ball taken from him like he was Drake London, nigga. That shit is that's all I'm saying.
That was the worst case scenario. The ball in your hand now. You got it now. You got it now.
I'm agreeing.
Whether somebody should have shot it or not, you got it now. But even so though,
that nigga still should have. That nigga should have shot. Man, listen, it was so many fuck ups in this game, bro. That's what I was saying earlier. I got some.
That's all I'm saying, though. In a nutshell, is that more than poor coaching, we are poorly constructed, and we have a bunch of dumb players, man. We got dumb players. Our core players at that are dumb.
Well, they dumb, bruh. When he took that ball from Collins' hand, bro, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you need to get back on them fucking PEDs, my nigga. Cause that's a fucking no-go, looking like Drake London out there getting the ball taken away from you, man. Got your lunch took. And you know what's so funny? The next time out, that nigga was sitting on the bench like this. Yeah, nigga, you should be feeling some type of way. That was some whole shit.
Yeah,
but like he got these fucking players, bro. Ain't no coach. I don't care if you bring it Phil fucking Jackson, bro. These niggas need to get moved. Where the fuck is Dre Hunter at, bro? Where his ass at? $100 million for what? What did he give me tonight?
He was in there on that last play, and he just looked at Looney. He just basically looked at Looney.
Man, fuck Hunter, man. Get his ass up out of here, dog. I need Siakam up in this motherfucker, dog. I need some players. I need some real players up in here. I need a real superstar. Trey, John, trade them all. Give me LeBron. Give me some. I need a superstar because I don't got no superstars on this team. You know what I got? I got a whole bunch of shooters who can't shoot. Shout out. What the boy name is? Murray. He shot good from the field. But he had his fuck ups. I don't know what it is, man. His handle, when he do that behind the back, that shit suspect as hell, bro. That should be suspect. But I need Siakam here. I don't care who you trade. Start this shit over. Okay, none of these niggas are superstars. Collins, I need you. You play good, but bro, listen. It's like I think Mike just said. It's moments, bro. Like you could be balling the whole game, but it be just one moment when you are needed and you fuck the shit up, John. Okay? Yeah. Same thing for Trey. He had a spurt. That nigga had 3 consecutive possessions where he just fucked it up. 2 turnovers and a dumb ass 3. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. John had goddamn DiVincenzo on him and he had 10 seconds on the clock and he shot that stupid ass 3 from the wing, bricked it as usual. What are you thinking? But I still need somebody to tell me where the fuck is Hunter at? Where the fuck he at? Talk to me, Ticket.
I got a special request. I want to go last.
All right, talk to me, analyst.
So I want to start off by saying I got to give first. I would do it while I was talking about. I got to give credit to Gerald. Okay, at halftime he was saying that we miss Clint Capella. I told him he was crazy. I said all they do is drain the threes on us. Unfortunately, we learned the hard way at the end with that second offensive rebound. It was a disgrace. Okay, I'm a dance around here. Regulation. Third quarter was big for us. We got back in the game. We tied it up going into the fourth quarter. We were in position to win the game. When you look at it the way you were looking at it, Damon, I can see that. Murray playing defense. I just think it was still really dumb to tap the ball instead of grabbing it. So that was a mistake.
All the other players on the court? Why is nobody on him?
What was that word, analyst? Go back and say that again. Rewind and say that word again. It was what?
It was a bad play. He shouldn't have.
No, it was dumb. Make sure you say dumb again, man.
It was dumb.
It was a
dumb play. You don't because you don't tap the ball. And
where are the other players? Someone should be there. That's what I'm saying. We know it's a stupid play. Why is he wide open?
Well, I tell you what, that situational awareness was not there.
Jesus Christ, these niggas, all they do is stand around and hope somebody play defense for their ass. That's all the fuck these niggas do, man. That's why we down. That's why we gave us 72 fucking points in the first half. I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of rooting for this sorry ass, cheap ass organization, and it's the same fucking shit every day. And until we get some real fucking talent up in here, let me tell you what we got. We got a bunch of borderline motherfuckers who getting paid big time money. That's what the fuck we got. Because these niggas ain't leading us nowhere. Fuck these dudes, man. Get rid of all these motherfuckers, man. We weak. Get rid of them all, bro.
So, listen.
Bitch ass niggas, man.
I think, I thought Draymond, well, first of all, when I saw him hit that three, I knew the game was over. I said, that dude hit a three in his life, bro. I said, when he hit that three, that game was over. But no, I thought, and I can hear a background on someone thing. But I thought, like y'all said, everyone had their moments. I thought, and Finisher said it perfectly in the chat. Trey played a good regulation, but when it got to the late fourth quarter and overtime, I thought some of the shot selections were bad. I went back in the chat and I gave him credit for getting to the free throw line. Same way, I give Murray credit for hitting big time shots, but it just seemed like we every time we hurt ourselves, we helped ourselves, then we hurt ourselves again, and we finish off the game like that. We had, like I said, timely turnovers. What I want to know is, and I know that y'all said that, that no coach could fix it, but I tell you what, why did
say that, analyst?
Huh? Okay. Well, I want to go to one more thing with Nate, and then I'm gonna finish up. Maybe the players should know this, but I expect a coaching staff of about $15 million to, at least during the timeout, when you're down 3, it is common sense to foul. You do not. Huh? Yeah. I'm sorry. When you're up 3, it is common sense to foul. You do not let a team with Klay Thompson, Dante, they got shooters all over. You do not let them get a shot off. Okay, and they got a shot off, and almost every time they either made it, got second. It was just such a disgrace to watch.
That's because these niggas can't fucking defend.
No,
that's the fucking problem.
When I go, I gotta,
No, because every time it's always something to why these niggas can't guard. Well,
so
we
why-
should have
so-
did this. No,
so-
guard
so-
your fucking man for 48
Well,
fucking
but
minutes, man.
If the guys
Fuck
can't
all this
guard,
dumb shit, bro. I'm
then
tired of getting.
if the guys
I'm
can't
tired
guard,
of
then why-
excuses for these players, bro. That's an
don't-
excuse. That's an
It's not an
excuse. Well, we
excuse.
should have
It's not an
guard your
excuse.
fucking
It's not
man,
an
bro.
excuse.
They had how
It's
many
not an excuse.
opportunities on that 3-point shot? Clay miss, Buddy miss, Da Vinci, whatever the fuck his name is, hit that 3 opportunities. We couldn't secure a board. We couldn't move around and pick up somebody. Oh, he missed it. Let me go. This dude's open. Let me get over here. Let me do something. They all 4 of them motherfuckers stood over there where Klay Thompson was at. This is bullshit, man. I'm tired of giving players excuses for
It wasn't an
performing,
excuse.
man.
It should.
We always gonna try to go back and blame the coach, but sooner or later you got to sit back and say,
it's
these
smart basketball
niggas
to
suck.
foul. Every other team I've watched up by 3
if it's
fouls,
smart
and they win
basketball,
the
why are players so fucking stupid?
game.
But once again, let me tell you
I mean,
something.
if
It
if
shows
if,
you
if,
that these
if,
players.
if,
Let me tell you something,
listen,
analysts.
I
It
didn't-
show you
I
that
didn't-
the
I didn't
players,
say any- I
they're
didn't-
not
I didn't-
smart.
I'm not- I said that. I said
They're not
that
smart,
earlier.
man. They're not
I
smart.
said that. I
Because
said
you
they
know what
make
we do
dumb
all the
decisions,
time?
but
You know
it
what we
should
do
have
all
been
the time?
discussed.
We always look to the coach to always try to tell them players know they know that shit. Why they didn't foul? Oh, because the coach didn't tell us. That's what I be talking about. If we know that,
analyst.
why they don't go do it? Oh, because
Analyst.
they need Nate to tell them. Man, listen.
Everybody
These
don't foul in
players,
that situation.
they not it, bro. And guess
I'm
what?
saying,
I'm
that's
gonna tell
That's
you
what
what I
a
learned.
good coach
As
does in a
soon as you
timeout.
realize,
That's what a good coach does in a
as soon as you
timeout.
realize, let me tell you something too. And then
I've seen over 10 teams do it, and they won the game because you
you saw
fouled. They
Steve Kerr,
shoot two.
then you saw
They
you
were
saw
never
Steve
up by
Kerr ain't
3
called no
with the game
timeout
on the
either.
line. They didn't have one.
Then why the fuck players didn't foul them then if they know that?
Listen, all I said was
Because they
you
need the
shoulda
coach to
fouled.
tell them to do the shit. Because they can't think on their own. Situational awareness. Analyst, you tell me. You know
I don't think
what you just
we
said.
was trying
What you just said. You tell me why the players didn't do
We
it. then.
came,
If you
we
know
came,
why the
we
players
came
didn't do it.
out of the huddle. That should have been the first thing when you talk to your little old coaching
I don't-
staff. You should have
I
went to
don't think
you should have
Why
went to
the
the
I don't
players
think that
didn't
even
do it,
stated it, y'all.
analyst, you know this. Why nobody didn't foul then?
Because the
Said,
coach
but
ain't
that's,
saying
I
that's
mean-
something you,
I mean-
Because
that's
the
something you
coach
have to
didn't
know of
tell
in the
them.
moment. You don't know that. We
Because
didn't know that until
the
they
players
said it.
know it, Matt. Matt. So you tell what you say?
The
I
play,
mean, you
we
are-
didn't
you just-
watching TV.
you-
We
DeMar-
didn't know they had a foul to give until they told us they had a foul to give.
You don't
We're
need a
not
foul to
watching,
give. What he's
keeping
saying
track of their
is,
fouls.
what Matt? No, what he's saying
Can't
is,
keep
we
bailing
up
Nate
3.
out.
You foul.
He's
You
bearing
let them
himself
go to
more
the
and
free
more.
throw line, shoot the 2 free throws, and you
Get the
crash the
ball.
board for the rebound. We ain't talking about being in the bonus, but the players know
No,
that.
no. I'm
But
saying,
Matt,
why
so
don't-
but when you
why don't-
playing
why
though,
don't the
you have the
players-
ability to ask one of the
Come on,
many
why does
coaches
it-
or
I'm
whatever.
not,
What's the
I'm
foul
not,
situation?
I'm not expecting the
I'm just saying,
players
man,
to
listen.
know
Why
Every
does
time
if they got a
why
foul
does
to
the coach not know
give,
that?
when to take the
Why
foul
does
to
the coach
give.
not
I'm
know
not
that?
expecting the players to know
So the
that.
so
I'm
the players
expecting-
don't know that.
I-
So you
Well,
tell
wouldn't
them
you
players
expect the
Probably
players
don't.
to
playing
seem like
ball.
They probably
Huh?
don't. You think
Matt,
Cleveland know in
really,
the middle of
Matt,
the fourth
did
quarter
you
how many
just tell
fouls to
me?
give?
But that's
You
what
just
I'm
tell
saying,
me I
Matt.
got
I don't know
millionaires on the court.
from personal experience, bruh. I myself have asked the ref for something like that. How many fouls do the other team have until they're in the bonus or something like that? You know what I'm saying? They professionals have a whole coaching staff to their disposal who literally getting paid to do that stuff. Yes, it goes both ways. The coaches can volunteer and say, hey, remember it. But also, too, it's on the players as well to want to know it. I'll say that much. But as far as fouling that situation or whatever, I ain't really saying all that and stuff like that. I'm just saying they can still know it. A true high IQ player, not dumb, would probably still do it, though. In that situation, understanding what it is, like, hell, this is what we're going to do.
They don't,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? We're going to go home. Coach ain't gonna get mad at you.
If we want to keep making, if we want to keep making excuses for Nate, I mean that's fine. But
You don't make excuses for Nate.
God have mercy. How many excuses does this man get?
What y'all
We're
want to
down
do?
we're down by 20. We're down by 24 points in the first half.
I got $1,000 right now. I got $1,000 to say the day we get a new coach, these niggas still gonna lose. I got 1,000.
No,
Put your money up.
They're not.
Put your money up.
Why?
Because they not good.
Bro, why
they
y'all
not
think they're
good,
not
bro.
going?
Look at the stat. We got out rebounded. What? 23
but you
rebounds,
talking
bro.
about a big man, but it doesn't matter. He didn't have a big man in the game at the end. So what difference
Exactly.
does it make if we got
He
a
don't
big
have
man
a
on the
big
roster?
man. Who the fuck he gonna put in, Matt? Who?
He didn't.
Before we
He
get
didn't
Matt,
put
Matt,
JC in.
I'm
He
gonna go
didn't
over
put
that.
Big
I'm gonna
O
go
in.
over that, Matt.
They gonna say
It
double
doesn't
O.
matter if we got a big
They
man on the
gonna say
roster. He
double
didn't have
O.
him at the end of the game. It doesn't matter.
They gonna say double O gonna be in there, but I swear that I'm the only person probably in this world because I keep saying it. I said it in 3 different forms. Double O, in my opinion, soon as they started double overtime, he looked dead. He looked dead.
Legs
so somebody else noticed it. So I believe that's why his ass wasn't in the game because DeAndre wasn't playing. I believe ideally, if he wasn't for my own eyes, sitting and looking at it, he looked dead. That's just my opinion. I go back to being quiet, but it is a double overtime, guys.
Hey, bro, I got one question to caveat what y'all saying about Nate. Now, look, I'm not saying
Well,
Nate's not to blame for a lot of shit.
I gotta finish.
Okay, go. Oh, Anderson got to finish. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was finished. Go ahead.
Oh, Gerald. Yeah, bro.
I think Gerald. Yeah.
I could look at the TV screen and I already knew when they crossed half court that Klay was going to get the ball just by the simple way they was moving and setting up screens for Klay to get the ball, bro. Like like if I can see that from the TV, bro, how in the hell does a professional team not see that Klay, as hot as he is going to get the ball from a high screen from Draymond? Like you could see it in slow motion, bro. Like I think it was in the fourth quarter when Klay hit that 3 that gave him like 48 points at the on the right elbow or whatnot. Draymond had came down. He handled the ball. He handed it off. He came back out, screen off DeJounte. I think it was Bogey over in the corner as well. Klay Thompson had another wide open 3-pointer. If you notice, they took 59 threes tonight. I don't think nobody even knows they took 59 3-pointers. And like 80% of those 3-pointers were wide open. It's ridiculous, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Hey, well, wait a minute. Ticket, you gone yet?
Matt gotta go, then I gotta go, then you can go.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I know y'all focusing on the end of the game, so let's start at the beginning. Okay. Again, like I've been saying, the last month and a half, 2 months, the team comes out with no sense of urgency, no nothing. They come out lackadaisical, nothing. I mean, they come out like they're going through the motions. They're coming out like this is game 80 of 82. Like this is the last game of a 15-game road trip, and they're just trying to get back home. That's the level of intensity they come out and play with every single game. And it's been like that, like I said, the last month. Offensively, it is what it is. I mean, this shit is just awful. It's worse than the high school basketball game I just went to a couple days ago. It's sad. It's sad that as professionals, we have to watch this, every game. They come down, do this isolation shit or this pick and roll shit that results into some type of ISO or some type of taking and one basketball basically. And then on defense, Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole and David Chenzo is open. I don't know what type of defense they're playing. I don't know if there was in a zone. They definitely didn't send no trap to Klay Thompson the entire night. The Warriors telecast is laughing like, man, you would think they would send a double to Klay Thompson or something. I mean, damn. I mean, we'll take it though. You would think they would use the foul to give, but they're not gonna do that either. Like, bro, we're a laughing stock. And I know y'all say it's the players. The players should be knowing how many fouls to give, should be knowing where the ball is going, should be knowing the whole Warriors playbook. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even pay attention to the game and film study because they should know all the answers. They shouldn't even have a coach staff over there because they should be directing who playing, who not playing. Like you said, John Collins the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter like a dumbass. And then DeAndre Hunter, why wasn't he out there? Basically, the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. You got Bogey out there again, like I've been saying the last month. He's going to send Bogey out there because he depends on veterans. For some reason, he keep doing the same thing, hoping for a different result. I don't understand
why Hunter wasn't on. Where was Hunter at?
Fresh
Where
off
was
the
Hunter
injury list.
in the
Go ask Nate. He was on the bench. Just like
Because I'm
Onyeka was
gonna
at
tell
the
you
end of
why.
the
You
game.
know why he on
So
the
I
bench?
don't care how
You know
many
why he on
bigs
the
we
bench?
get,
'Cause he
DeMar.
fucking- I'm
They
gonna
gonna
tell
be
you why.
sick.
Because he
Nate gonna
fucking
do
sucks,
something
bro.
stupid like he always does
Because he
at the end of
fucking
every
sucks.
game.
He fucking sucks. That's what it is.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
paying
Man.
this nigga
They
for
just
what?
want to blame
Like,
Nate.
he's
He
on the
just
That
bench.
came
nigga
back
sucks,
on
He's
top
on
bro.
the
of that, don't
bench.
I'm
What
telling
is
you straight up,
he?
man.
like
Just come
DeMar?
back
What
to
is he
me.
supposed to do
Y'all
when he's on
niggas
the
scared to
bench?
say the shit. I'm
What
gonna
is he
say the
supposed to?
shit.
What
That
is he
nigga
supposed to do on the
Hunter
bench?
suck, okay?
What is he supposed to do on the
Because he
bench?
fucking suck, man.
He's
That's
on
what
the
I'm trying to
bench.
tell y'all. But
He's
for some
on the
reason,
bench.
He
y'all
ain't
think a
doing
coach
nothing in the
I'm gonna
game
tell you
either,
like this.
though.
Bro,
What
he
he doing
fucking
in the
sucks,
game,
bro.
man?
Y'all want him to,
He-
y'all
wait,
want him to
wait,
score. Y'all want
I
him to
need his
score 17,
motherfucking
18
What he
game
points
doing
a
in the
game.
game, man?
He gives you 17 or 18 points. I don't understand. Like,
He don't give me
y'all
no
want him to score?
goddamn 17, 18 points
He
a
has
night.
17 tonight. He has 17 tonight.
That boy
Collins gives you.
average an injury a game, man.
Bro, how many games this nigga missed this shit? That nigga on goddamn what you call the shit? When you take games off and shit, that nigga on low management. We
Low-
paying $100 million for the dude to be
I
on
don't-
low management. He ain't even an all-star, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Okongwu gave you 14
Y'all scared,
rebounds.
y'all scared to get on these players. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: fire Nate,
Demond,
trade Hunter.
No team,
Listen,
Demond,
fire
no team in
Nate.
the NBA, no team in the NBA is going to trade 12 dudes. Okay, that's not going to happen. Like, you're not going to trade all your players, especially when you got a poison pill in his contract, where you got to play 25% of his contract for the next 2 seasons. So there's no way they get rid of him. So you might as well just get used to him standing over there, whatever they got him doing
rid of him.
for the next
It's a
2
way
years.
to get rid of him. It's a way to get rid of him.
But I'm saying,
get rid of
Demond,
him.
but I'm
Let me
saying,
tell you
Demond,
something.
he's
I know y'all
universally, Demond, he's a decent, he's an average to above average player. No matter what, you can ask
Who?
any fan base
Who?
across
Who
the
is that?
entire NBA. Hunter,
Who an average player?
Hunter.
So why the fuck did we stiff him?
No. I'm
$100
using your no, Demond. I'm using your pessimism. I'm saying even if you want to go to the worst
That
critic,
nigga
he's
trash,
average.
man.
He's average.
You probably
at
was a
minimum.
Cam
He's
Reddish fan
average.
too.
But Demond,
That
what I'm
nigga
saying is you're not going to
trash.
get.
I don't know why
Demond,
y'all
you're
scared
not
to
going
say
to
the
get
shit.
better.
And they
You're not going to
dumb,
get better
bruh.
for the money that they're paying him. You're not going to get better. You're not going
My
to get
bad,
a
my
better
bad.
player.
When we get this new coach, we going to the
Exactly.
championship, guys.
I didn't know,
Okay.
Demond. Nobody
Hurry
said
up,
the
fire
championship,
Nate,
but we're
get a new
damn
coach
sure.
in,
We're
so I
damn
can
sure
come
not
up
3
in
games
here
under
and talk
500.
my
I
shit
guarantee you
when
that.
we in the
We're
fucking
not 3
lottery
games under 500.
again.
Demond, we're
Bro, we
not 3
going to
games
the
under
lottery.
500. We're not 3 games under 500. We're not.
Bro,
You can
we
ask any
are.
fan base
We
across the NBA. We're not 3 games under 500. We're not. We're not
Yes,
that
we
bad.
are. Yes, we are.
I
Your
got
record
a
says who
mask
you are.
man in the chat.
Hold on,
Yes, we are.
Time
Man,
out. You said as any fan base that? Did that what
Man,
you
get the
just
fuck
I'm
said?
outta
saying,
here,
ask
man.
anybody who watches.
These niggas
ask
suck,
anybody,
bro.
take the fandom out and ask
So does
any
our coach.
ask anybody who watches across the NBA.
Bruh,
We're
nobody-
not 3 games under
Nobody
500.
like the
bad.
Hawks, bro. Everybody gonna
Bro,
say, bro,
nobody-
y'all suck, bro. That's gonna be everybody.
Nobody
No one
watches
says
the
that.
Hawks
I
but us,
guarantee.
bro. So who the fuck are we asking here? No one watched these niggas but us. Who the fuck are you asking? That's what I don't understand. Listen, man, listen.
I mean, we
I've been
do play
following these
teams,
niggas my
so
whole
we could
life,
ask-
man. I know bullshit when I see it. What I see on the court this year is bullshit. And I'm telling you, man, if I was an NBA coach, I wouldn't want this team. I'm not taking this garbage. Listen, your president done quit. You got Landry Fields as your general manager. You got the owner's son as the president of basketball operations. If you have decent NBA coach, you taking this fucking gig. Trae Young always complain about coaches. John Collins always getting traded. Would you take on this man? Hunter can't give you 50 games. Would you take on this bullshit? I would.
I'll take the shot, and I guarantee you.
And you gonna fail. And guess where you gonna be at? You know where you gonna be at? You're gonna be in the motherfucking lottery. And your record is gonna be losing.
Udoka's gonna want this job.
Udoka ain't finna change shit.
A
right
lot
here.
of
Listen,
dudes
man.
gonna want this job. A lot
Listen,
of
He said
you want to get Udoka. You want to get Udoka. You want to get Udoka.
See,
but
that's
you gotta
another
be- you
fan
gotta
right
be
there,
predictive
Matt.
who don't
Ain't
wanna
laughing
win.
at what you just said.
At least Udoka.
You said
would
ask
make-
another fan.
would
Let's
demand
ask another
something.
fan. Got one on
Nobody, I
right
wouldn't
now.
take this fucking
But we
gig.
don't.
Are you
but
crazy?
But we're not 3 games under 500 bad. We're not that bad. We're not.
Bro,
Bro,
how
we
many
are
times I
bad.
told y'all
What?
the roster is not built correctly.
What?
And you
But
see it
Demond,
day in and day out, and y'all consistently come out here and say, well, get the coat. I cannot wait to get rid of this dude. So when we get the new coach in, I already know what y'all gonna say. Oh, you got to give him time. Oh, he's playing with these guys. He got to get his sit. No, I'm telling you this. When we get a new coach,
I
he
guarantee
ain't
you,
gonna
Demond.
change. Ain't shit gonna change.
Come on. I'll raise your 1,000. I guarantee you, when we get a new coach,
What?
we're not gonna be getting blown
Yeah.
out by Anthony fucking Lamb.
No. Fuck that. I got $1,000 that
what
say
the
when we get a
standard
new
is.
coach,
No, Demond,
these
that's what the
niggas gonna
standard
keep
is.
losing.
We're down by 20 points to Todd fucking Jerome. That's the standard that Nate
Bro,
has.
we
That's
down
the
20
standard.
points because these niggas can't defend. But you think it's a coaching issue? It's an IQ issue. They dumb.
Every game, Demond, every game we're down in the first quarter. Every game we're down by
Bro,
double
But if
every
you,
digits.
time-
but,
listen,
but if
Matt,
you also
Matt,
can't see it as
Matt,
a coaching
Matt,
issue, then
every
it means
every
something that
game,
means-
you and analysts come up here. When I say something about the players, you know what y'all always tell me? Well, that nobody told them. Listen,
No,
man, let
you're
me tell you
wrong.
something, bro.
That's
I'm
not
40.
true.
Let me
Demond,
tell you
I'm
something,
talking
man.
about
I'm
not true.
45 years
situational
old,
basketball.
bro. Listen,
Situational.
let me tell you something. I'm 45 years old, bro. I don't do that. Remind professionals shit they should already know. Y'all over here be wanting to babysit these niggas.
No,
Well,
Demond,
nobody
it's
No, I want
no,
my
nobody
coach
Demond,
to
told
coach.
them to put their
Demond,
hands up.
I don't want my
Demond,
Nobody
coach
told
to
them to
coach.
box
I don't want.
out.
I
Demond,
don't
it's
want. I don't
called
want my
Fuck
coaching.
coach.
these
It's called
dudes, man.
No, I don't
coaching.
want my coach.
They
sitting
out
on
there
money sitting on the
playing. They
sideline
don't
not
know how
doing
many
this. I want
fouls
my
they got
coach
to
to
give.
coach.
They don't know
I didn't
that.
see-
How the fuck
So-
they don't know that? How
Demond,
we know that as
Demond,
fans, but
was-
they don't.
was
They
Steve-
play
was
the
Steve-
fucking
was-
game.
Was Steve Kerr babysitting?
They
Was Steve Kerr babysitting?
What?
I saw him up doing his
no,
job.
because
Was
they're
Steve Kerr
smart. Steph
babysitting?
Curry's smart.
No.
Steph
No,
Curry
but
playing
hey, but
smart.
Steph
Mark
Curry
Jackson
wasn't
was babysitting.
Man,
Steph-
bro, listen.
Damn.
Man,
Steve
y'all
Kerr-
can
Steve
come up
Kerr
with these
stepped into a
excuses.
good-
I got
good,
$1,000.
situation.
When we get a new coach, this nigga is not gonna lead us nowhere that we ain't already did.
Hey,
And, we,
Demond,
and until we get more players,
But
we
Nate
got to
is
get
fine.
better talent, man. I know y'all scared to say the talent ain't good because y'all still loyal to that nigga Travis who quit on y'all niggas. He quit because he even know
But
this shit is shitty.
But Demond, what I'm saying is no. Everybody
Demond,
I would say
hey,
90% of the
explain-
roster is
I'm mad, bro.
Demond,
Tell
I'm
Demond,
mad at these.
Demond,
I'm mad at these
bro.
dudes, man.
Explain,
'cause
Tell
they
us.
piss me off,
explain
bro.
to me
Oh,
what you
bro.
do with wrestlers
Gotta
on
go, y'all. Before we do the free fall.
I gotta get
No,
up
so-
in
so
3
y'all get-
hours,
so-
and these niggas wasting my fucking time. Fuck these dudes, man. I don't got time for this fucking fuck shit, bro. These niggas suck. Straight up. Fuck these niggas, man.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I agree.
Fuck them. But
Man,
y'all
but
over
I
here
ain't- I ain't
babysitting
listen-
these whack ass, bro. We paying these niggas, this nigga Dre Hunter making $100 million. This nigga on the bench. Why?
Demond, if
But
he
you gonna
was-
say it's
Demond,
Nate? No,
if
it's
he
because that
was-
nigga suck,
Demond,
bro.
If he was playing, I'd be with you. But you can't give him fault, and he's sitting on the bench. You can't. John Collins, he's
For
sitting,
a
he sat the
reason.
last 7 minutes of the game.
Hey, they say we ain't had no more bigs. Why Jay didn't play tonight?
Who fucking knows? Ask Nate.
Why, who
Why
didn't
AJ
play?
didn't play the whole first quarter? But according to Mike and Demond, I can't bring Nate's name up. But why didn't AJ play the whole
Nate can do no
first
wrong.
quarter?
Bro,
Hey, Demond,
no,
can I ask you
no,
this about
no,
your
don't
whole-
do that.
said
Don't
Nate
do that.
can't do
And
no
listen,
wrong.
man, hold on.
Man,
Man,
y'all-
hey,
y'all-
don't
y'all
do
know
that,
he
nigga.
did
According to
what he
y'all,
said.
I just told
according to
y'all.
y'all,
I just
according
told
to y'all,
y'all
it's
how many times I
110%
came
on
up
the
here
players,
and
and Nate
I
said
don't
the same
remember
thing about it.
Nathaniel. I do
I'm
not
a Nate
remember
supporter,
Nathaniel as a
but
prophet.
fire that nigga. That's what I be telling y'all. See, the difference between me and y'all, I don't give a fuck about Nate. He get the fuck on. Y'all too, y'all so scared to get rid of these whack ass players. You got
Demond,
max
what I'm
money
saying
on
is,
these niggas, and these niggas
no,
not performing.
Demond, no team in the league. Okay,
Fuck
are we a lottery
Get 'em
team?
outta here.
Are we a lottery team, Demond? We're not a lottery. That's what
You
we're headed
goddamn
for. We're
right.
headed for
That's
the
what we
lottery.
need to be. We need to be in the lottery. We
I
need to
was
be
just
in the
about to ask
lottery.
you that.
Go ahead, Gerald. Go ahead, Gerald.
I was just about to ask you
We
that,
need to
bro.
be in the lottery, trade these niggas, go in the lottery, start this shit over, man. Because
not-
the
why not-
motherfucker who started this shit, he quit.
Why not do it now? Because the
quit.
next two drafts,
'Cause
the
we
next
got a
two
cheap
drafts are
owner.
gonna be super deep.
Because we got a cheap
Hey,
owner.
let
Where the
Gerald
fuck
go.
is
Hey,
he
let
at?
Gerald
Where's
go,
this
man.
so-called
Hey,
awesome president, general manager who built this sorry ass fucking roster
DeMar-
that I've been
DeMar
telling y'all
said, "This
about?
my
He
show. Fuck
fucking
y'all."
quit.
What he said?
He didn't
He
quit.
said, "Oh,
Nah,
The
let
fucking
Ticket go.
let
GM
y'all-
quit. He
Let
built
Ticket
this
go.
shit. That
He
should
didn't
tell you
quit.
something.
He didn't quit.
Pop off right quick.
What happened? Why he ain't in
Uh,
charge?
Because I
He
gotta go.
built this
Man,
shitty
long
ass
Hold
shit
up,
and he
hold up.
gone, bro.
Hold up. I'm gonna go.
Demar, did
I'm
he
on
do it on a
go.
budget?
I'm gonna go because I gotta go. I'm gonna go because I gotta go.
Man, fuck.
Now,
Listen,
if
I don't
you-
want it, bro. I'm so, bro.
Bro, let him talk,
I
Demar.
don't want to hear shit.
Hey,
Listen,
hey,
I don't want to hear shit about
with
I
you.
told you, man.
these
I'm
niggas
with
We
is
you.
lost both
trash.
straight.
I'm
Fuck
with you
'em.
Tired of
100%. I'm with you 100%. But
Trade
if
them
you
all,
ta-
man.
yeah, hold
I'd rather have
on.
old ass LeBron James than these niggas.
Hey,
You hear me?
if you
Give me
tear
the
it
old
down-
nigga. At least he know what the
Devon.
fuck going on.
Demond, if
They
you
out there.
tear it
Did y'all
down,
see that shit last night? Nigga LeBron up there doing 360 alley-oop shit.
if you tear
These
it
niggas can't even
down,
defend for
His
fucking
team,
5
and
seconds.
guess what? His
Fuck these
team
niggas.
worse than ours.
if you
Ain't no team
tear
no
it
victory.
down,
And we
if
lost
you
to them
tear it down-
niggas.
15 and
if you
22
tear
they
it
are.
down, you're gonna go through the same thing that you're going through right now, even worse.
But you know what, John? You know what? I go through this shit with rookies. Not with niggas I'm paying 200 million, 125 million, 95 million, 60 million.
You're not gonna
And I'm getting,
you-
and you know
look.
what I'm getting, John? You know what I'm getting?
What?
Rebuilding results. I feel like we're in a fucking rebuild. I feel like this is like year 2 or 3 of a rebuild. Yay! We only 2 games under 500. Yay! Fuck out of here, man. We supposed to be contending. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
No one
Why
knows.
the fuck we pay for
said
DeJounte
that.
Murray?
Hey,
Why we
hey,
pay
hey,
Trey
all
Brown
that.
200 million?
Hey, look,
Bro, I told you.
are not
Look
contending
around,
because
bro. You're not
you went
contending
too
with
quick.
this roster. We don't have enough star power, man.
That's what
It's
I
simple
be
as that. We got
saying.
1.5 stars trying to contend in the East with teams that average 3 stars, bro. 3.5.
Hold on,
Like,
wait, now
no,
1.5. Mike, you told me we had the point guard. We had Murray. What you mean 1.5?
Bro, I ain't never saying no
Don't
point guy.
backtrack.
Y'all keep
Don't
doing that
backtrack.
crazy stuff, bro.
Don't
No,
backtrack, Mike.
Say
Mike,
what
don't
I
backtrack.
say, bro. Say what I say.
fuck these
This stuff is
dudes, man.
recorded. It's 2022. I mean, you can see it. I mean, no, it's 2023. My bad. I'm still in the past. But anyway, yeah, bro. Point is technology, man. Say what I say, man. The same thing like the Nate can't do no wrong. Hell, I just said last time Nate Ash should have called a timeout the last game. Like Nate does wrong. I'm just saying when it comes to me looking at this team at times, let me say this real quick because other folks gotta go. It's just a tier level of like what's wrong. You feel me? I just don't have coaching number one when I look at whatever. I'll be like, man, I see a lot of stuff kind of before I can even get to Nate. And I already accept the fact that Nate ain't a championship coach. It's just where we are right now. He is a playoff coach and these niggas give effort every fucking night. But we can't even get that to stay on that basic level for them to get experience for a few years. You ain't finna win no championship automatic out the gate. You do got to get in the playoffs, do it. You feel me? So he's our process coach before you move on to the next thing. Y'all niggas just be trying to rush shit, bro. I see what it is. So like I said, bro, coaching ain't number one for me right now. Coaching not number one for me right now because no matter what, we not winning the championship. No matter the coach, we not winning the championship. But we are supposed to get to the playoffs. And Nate McMillan is a playoff coach. Once you do that, the rest, okay, then we can start talking about it. Right now in the season, it's because these players are dumb and inconsistent in their effort.
You bugging. Hey, bro, you bugging out. You bugging out. This the team that made the Western Conference Finals a couple years ago, right?
No, not the Western Conference. That's impossible.
I mean, I'm sorry, the Eastern Conference Finals. The Eastern
Not
Conference
this same,
Finals, right?
not this same core. Not this same roster.
Trey Young was here. DeAndre Hunter was here. Clint Capella was here.
Core. I don't understand this,
bro. And it's the same coach.
Okay, no, it's like it's freezing.
All he did was
freezing. Let me tell you what we missing. No, let me tell you what we missing from that. We don't have no veteran presence. We don't have no post-up presence, so we don't have Gallinari. That was our post-up presence. That actually, Gallinari and because Mike used to always bring his ass up, and I used to talk shit how old he was. But what the motherfucker did was when the jumper was not going down from Trey and the rest of the game, we could always throw it to Gallo. He could give us some type of post presence. It get us 2 buckets because 9 times out of 10 he was taller than the dude defending him. We don't have that. They moved Collins. He's shooting all these fucking threes.
We also had.
Was he off in the playoffs?
We had. We don't. And you know what else we missing, Freezy?
Yeah. Solomon.
We don't have no. We have no toughness on the team. Right.
Okay.
We got rid of Solomon Hill, so now we don't have no veteran. We don't have no toughness. The most senior dude on our team is probably John Collins. He probably been here the longest.
No, I think on the Hawks.
No, John Collins been on the Hawks the longest. He's the elder statesman. But then when you look at the vets, when you look at the vets, we don't have no veteran. We don't have no winner. That's a veteran that could say, you know what,
bro, y'all
guys,
gotta let Ticket go, man.
We should be playing. We should be doing stuff like this because this equals wins. You know what I'm trying to say,
bro?
We don't have that. So that same team you got for the conference finals, and another thing, that was Lloyd Pierce's offense that they was running.
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
Right.
So now Nate, I don't know what the fuck Nate got going on.
That was Nate.
Hold on. Don't even listen, man. I've been watching basketball.
No, John, you wrong. You wrong.
Nate McMillan.
Because even Nate McMillan said it. Listen, no. Nate McMillan said, listen, John. Nate McMillan said he didn't have time to instill what he wanted to do offensively, so we still running the same stuff that we was running during the season. Nate McMillan said that. So I don't know how you gonna say when Nate McMillan said it.
Why did we slow down? Who slowed us down? It wasn't a Lloyd Pierce.
When did we slow down, bro? When? What are you talking about?
But
who did? Who slowed us down?
More so the next season.
And what game we talking about? Series? When?
Nate McMillan, when he took over, Nate McMillan slowed the ball down. We
didn't slow the ball down. Listen to me.
Tempo, John. We're talking about the
you cannot be talking about when we went to the conference final because we was running Lloyd Pierce shit. He even said it. What are you talking about?
Didn't we slow the offense down before we got into the Eastern Conference Finals? And
no, we didn't, man.
But John,
we was running a faster paced team.
No, I don't remember that.
Listen, y'all, just real quick, I want to come in and say salute to the Hawks fans. Say salute to Demond, man. We've been, man, y'all got y'all.
Oh, my bad, Freezy. Yeah, shout out my guy, Freezy. Hey, what's my guy name? We talk math. Shout out my guy. We talk
Rel. Rel talk and King Connie was just on. I was just over there hanging out with bro. You got a dope product here, bro.
My bad, man. I'm pissed off right now, bro. And I gotta get up for 3 hours, nigga. I'm mad.
I love it. I love it, bro.
I can't even go in the garage because I ain't gonna be able to get up in time and get fired and shit around these fucking whack ass Hawks.
Yo, you just
fuck these niggas. That's why I'm so fucking mad. You know what? Something told me, just go to bed. Fuck these niggas, but no, my ass. No, I gotta watch to see. And then when they was getting their ass blown out, I was like, I ain't even gonna lie. When we was down 20, I was like, yes, I'm gonna go to bed. I said, you know what? Let me just watch the third quarter. My dumb ass watching it. These niggas start coming back. I was like, I know they're not finna come back. They came back. Now my dumb ass watching these niggas just for them to trick off the fucking game. And now I gotta get up. I could have been
double overtime tonight, man.
Sleeping beside a baddie with a big old booty. I could have been, but no, I'm watching these dumbass niggas.
Right. And then if you wouldn't have came on, people would have been like, yo, where you at? Yo, this channel is so fire, bro. I be spreading the word to everybody in NBA universe, bro. I was like, yo, you got to check out my man, yo. I be spreading the word probably too much. I'm kind of like your hype man. You know what I'm saying? Around Twitter.
Salute to my guy Freezy, man. You know what? I really appreciate it, man. I ain't even go front, man. Listen, they only gonna come here to hear me rant because they sure ain't coming to watch these whack ass Hawks, nigga. We stay. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Bro,
I'm keeping it a buck. We 3 games under 500. How many of y'all niggas thought we was gonna be 3 games under 500 right now? I know I didn't.
Me.
Apparently, you and Mike did. Apparently,
I did.
Fuck these niggas, get rid of all of them, bro. I told y'all. I told you. Travis fucked this shit up. That's why he quit.
Right.
No,
That's why he
that's
quit.
that's not consistent with what you said.
And just hey, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to say this real thing, bro. Hey, D man, we appreciate you in the NBA universe. I talk to other content creators, like they only have like 28 people watching, 29 people watching, and all that. Like Sacramento and Detroit and different places, they only got like 20 people watching. And you up here rocking after a loss with 100 people, bro. Man, listen, if y'all watching this, man, support my man.
Love, hey, because we love. Hey, this the best time is when we be losing.
Yo, and so I just want to say this before I get out of here, bro. We got the collab.
We can't even agree on that shit.
Yo, we got to collab and do some stuff, man, and set this universe on fire, bro. This NBA universe. Shout out to your chat analysts. I see you, Matt. I see you. The other gents, man. I don't know if I've been on here with y'all before, but salute to y'all and salute to the people that come through all the time, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, get this channel above 1,000 subscribers. So that YouTube can help my man pay the bills for all the stuff that he providing to Atlanta Hawks Universe. And for those keeping score, yes, I will be in the A on the 20th that Friday night, representing the orange and blue at State Farm Arena. So if y'all see me, y'all more than welcome to buy me a beer or something. All right, y'all. I'm out of here, bro.
All right, my God, salute, man.
Hey,
virtual GM, come on up here, dog. Come on up on the show.
Take it, man.
All right,
bro.
Go ahead, Gerald.
Where ticket at? Ticket up here?
Before I
listen,
go,
man, my bad, bro. Hey,
You've been
listen.
going on for a minute.
before I go,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Before I go,
sorry, but these niggas suck. Somebody got to say it, bro. I got to say it. I'm mad, bro. I got to get up in 3 hours. Fuck these niggas, man. They wasted my fucking time. Go ahead, take it. My bad, bro.
All right. How y'all doing tonight, fellas? Well, I already know the answer to that question, so I'm gonna get. All right. So, I go and see. First half, we were terrible. Second half, everybody would, everything was a lot better. Really, the easiest way to sum it up, they had 10 threes in the first half. We had 2. Second half, excluding overtime, I think they might have had 5 threes and we hit like 9. That kind of helped us really get back in the game. So what?
And 8 turnovers.
Yeah, but the threes evened out in the second half, is what I'm saying. It was a big discrepancy in the first half.
We were shooting like 70-something% or something like that from the
7 for 9 in the fourth quarter.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
we did.
So going off of that, I knew it was a matter of time before Trey just had to be the hero, bro. He just had to be the hero. Everybody getting it from me, by the way. There was 2. I think it was 2 straight possessions where he got the offensive rebound. Before I could say good rebound, Trey, he throwing up a 3. What that shot clock reset? I'm like, what the fuck? And then John is straight labia, bro. He is straight labia. The way he got y'all young folks, just Google it.
They need to Google that. They supposed to know that.
But the way that he got the ball just taken from him,
got took.
Just got took. Bro, we had just doubled on Lamb 2 possessions before, and Lamb did the right thing and went up with it. He went up the right way. This man, John, bro. And then on the very next defensive possession, he scared the damn hit the ground to get the damn ball. He gonna reach under the other dude's legs. I told y'all he was zesty. Bruh.
Hey, Gerald, your wife was right.
But the dude could have farted in his face, bro. The man bent over to try to get the rebound from between the other dude leg. Man, get John out, bro. Murray was wilding, bro. He shot well from the field. I think it was 10 for 20. That was good. But that tap, you know, I don't think that this generation of basketball players, I don't think they watch classic games. And I think y'all know what game I'm about to go to. Remember when Vlade Divas dumb ass tipped the ball back to Robert Horry in game 4 of the Western Conference Finals?
Yep.
This motherfucker just did the same damn thing. If you up three, why would you tip it into the area that can hurt you the worst?
Yep.
That was zero IQ. He could have even tipped it to himself.
He could have grabbed it.
He could.
You know what's even worse?
He should have grabbed it. But I'm saying there's other stuff that he could have done.
Trey was sitting right there next to him. That's the thing. That was even worse.
And then then I swear, this is why I be saying these motherfuckers be getting paid off. Bro, when he tapped it, he looked dead at DiVincenzo. He looked dead at him.
Trey was right behind him too.
He looked dead at him. But bro, I gotta tell y'all something. This the first game where I was ready to fire Nate, bro.
Boys, keep it up. Come on, man. Keep it up.
Bro, I can't believe I'm about to turn here, bro.
Spreading like a
Bro, so I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some sequences on what led me to this issue. So number one, John didn't play the last 7 minutes of the game. Luckily, it worked out, but I'd rather him be in the game. The fourth quarter, you know what I mean? So, in the first overtime, we're up 3, and inserts, you know, the crayon mascot, Justin Holiday.
The what?
The crayon mascot, you know, his head be a different color every. You know.
He be promoting for Crayola.
And Gerald, who he put him on, Gerald?
Nate put Justin Holiday on Clay. Now, mind you, Jalen Johnson on the bench.
Mike and Demond, y'all heard him?
Jalen Johnson on the bench. AJ Griffin on the bench.
That's not their fault though.
DeAndre Hunter. I don't know if I can't remember if DeAndre Hunter was in the game, but DeAndre Hunter
he was on the bench. Nope, he was on the bench. He was on the bench. Nope. Yeah.
So that's in the that's it. But trying to put the game away. Aaron Holiday for me was the reason that we turned the game around in the third quarter.
Yeah.
He was a real big spark plug. This man got a LeBron chase down block. Nate took him out.
He sure did.
Right out.
Right out.
I didn't get to see that.
He didn't waste no time.
Now here's the other thing.
Then put Hunter in for him.
Bro, on the last sequence coming out of the timeout, was Trey tied the game in double overtime. Draymond and
hell no.
Draymond and Looney is both in the game. Okay. So we only have Collins in the game. Trey ties the game. There is no Okongwu in the lineup.
Or Jalen Johnson.
Well, I'm not worried about Jalen Johnson because out of a timeout. Jalen Johnson is the worst scoring threat. So I can get him not being in the game. Golden State didn't call a timeout after we tied the game. So it ain't like Nate could have made a sub. I'm saying coming out of the timeout where right before we tied it, Okongwu should have been in the game just in case of that situation. Because Okongwu has just enough offensive game to where he could have been accounted for in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So coming down, bro. The man that got 20 what?
Kevon Looney?
Yeah,
21.
21 rebounds.
Jesus, 21.
The man had 21 rebounds, and we had nobody for him. Bruh, every single point that every single point that the Warriors scored in the second overtime was second chance points.
Yep.
Sound about right.
Every single bucket was a second chance point.
Hey,
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
I kept saying in the chat.
Ticket, where was John Collins on that last tip? Nowhere in another
on the perimeter.
They caught him on a switch. That's why he was at the 3-point line.
No, John was trying to tap somebody else's butt.
He didn't even make an effort to get to the ball.
No, John. Well, Collins was damn near in between. He was at damn near logo territory.
Yeah, he was trying to get back on the defensive end after the bucket was scored.
No.
The last possession.
No, he was the last play. They caught it. He got caught in the switch, and because they didn't want Clay to get a wide open three. So he ended up being behind the 3-point line, and then there's nobody there for Looney. I can't expect nobody to really box out Looney, but at least you got to give the best of what you got out there, and that would piss me off.
DeAndre Hunter was right there. DeAndre Hunter, weak ass, is right there.
Not about to do nothing with no damn Looney.
No, he got that rebound.
No.
He got that rebound.
He definitely could have. Looney presence. He was not paying attention to. That's the thing. DeAndre, he's not the playmaker, bro. Like, I'm sorry, plenty of players or whatever, you can see other players. That's a simple block right there for DeAndre, bro. Like, just seriously. Like, the second tip back, I ain't talking about the first one. If Looney makes that first one, we dead. But DeAndre was in position on the second one to make a play on the ball. But he didn't. Because he averages 2 or 3 rebounds. That's why. And it wasn't time for him to get a rebound.
No, Mike, I get what you're saying, but my thing is, I'm big. Y'all know me. I'm big on rebounding. Because that determines how many possessions you're gonna have in the game. That's the biggest determinant. We got them niggas almost had 30 offensive rebounds. That means they had, damn near 20 offensive rebounds. How many they had? Was it 29?
It was a lot, that's for sure.
I think they had 23, won't it? I thought it was 23
offensive rebounds. So that's 23 more possessions than you have than the other team. That's why I kept saying in the chat, bro, we miss Capella, bro. I like Capella is the most important non-star on this team.
Hey, somebody wanted to get rid of him too, then. When the analysts...
I said I wanted. No, I'm gonna tell you right now what I wanted. I wanted to, and I use my words very carefully. I said I wanted to upgrade the center position, and I wanted a backup big man. That's what I said. That's what I said. Now y'all can run with that whack ass. I think
3 scoring bigs. 3 scoring.
But I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm
gonna tell you like this. Every member on
already got one with
Hall,
Frank Kaminsky talking about scoring bigs.
all those dudes out there on the court, man. I'm gonna tell you something, All y'all who was hating on Nate for not calling the timeout, that's why you saw Steve Kerr. That's why he didn't call a timeout. Now the Hawks could not get back and get set. If you go back and look, Trey ties the game, and then his ass, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, talking to the rest of some shit. He late to get back, okay? But I'm just giving you examples on why
the game was tied. They weren't down. It's different.
What you mean they wasn't down? The game was still on the line. What the hell? The game that don't fucking matter. The game's on the line.
We can't really compare that Nate no call though. That was totally out. That was totally fucked up.
What Nate did.
These niggas suck, bro. These players is trash. They trash. They weak. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. They start defending and start playing with some heart, we not gonna win shit. I don't give a fuck who the coach is. Who the
hey, hold on. But how long do y'all think it's gonna be before we end up seeing that ESPN alert talking about Nate done retired?
Hope it's
It might be the morning. It might be in the morning.
Bro, let me tell you something.
I got a feeling it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon.
Phil, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what's going to talk about when we get rid of Nate. You know what's going to really suck? We ain't no real coach going to want to come here and coach this band of shit. That's the problem.
I don't know. I think we'll get some offers. I think we'll get some offers.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you
I don't
why.
know who. I don't know who, but I'm pretty sure we'll get some offers.
Coach gonna come in, and you know what, Phil? He gonna say this. He gonna say this. Do I pick my own staff? And do I get the move? Do I have say in personnel movement? Because if I'm a coach coming in here, I don't want all this shit. I don't want.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be part of it, dog. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be part of it because everything that's transpired within the past few years, especially with LP, they're gonna have to have that understood before they take that job.
Yeah,
like
ain't no real coach.
It's gonna be crazy.
And have their hands tied, bro. They're not gonna have their hands tied like they got McMillan hand tied, like they had Lloyd Pierce hand tied. Ain't no real coach gonna come in here and settle for that nonsense because they're gonna sit there and they're gonna talk to Landry and the president Nick, and they gonna say, "Hey, what do I get to do? Because if I don't get to do the shit, why am I here? If y'all doing the shit, why am I here?"
The real
have they hand tied.
The real disadvantage is you had an interim had to take over for a dude who you hired for a rebuild that you really wasn't even trying to win with. So you just happened to really get stuck with Nate, and then we really got stuck in our progress after that little run that we had to the Eastern Conference Finals. After that, though, I mean,
I bet you lucky man. Now that I think about it, I bet you money that giving Nate that contract. I bet you money that was from Tony Wrestler. I put money on that.
I mean, it was. And Tony money on that shit, on stuff that he think gonna win.
Yeah,
necessarily, but I mean, but can you blame him though? We went straight to the Eastern Conference Finals. It looked like a day and night switch. But hey,
I do blame
trial and error. It's trial and error.
Because now look what's happening. Now I would really love to know the reason why Travis is not in charge right now. I need to know: did he quit?
You already know.
He get fired? I need to know.
It's about to be a change.
Because if he quit, I'm thinking he probably quitting because he don't have no power, because he can't do what he wants to do, which he's the president. He should be running the whole organization. If he quit, it's a reason why he quit. Why would you start this whole rebuild shit? Be in year what is year 6, 7 with Travis, and he quit? That ain't that's.
Hey, Damon.
But I mean, you can guess.
Go ahead, GM. Go ahead, GM.
Hey, you know what would y'all do if y'all saw a tornado come? Would you stay outside, or would you run and go into shelter?
Man, I'd be like, I'm hitting the ground.
Come on, you
better go hit them little barn doors about the floor, bro. Goddamn, too.
Hey, it's turmoil going on in organization, man. You know,
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna call it the way it is. Hey, you don't get this for no reason. I've been a fan for 30-something years, and you know, fans get a little sensitive when we talk about Trey. Hey man, nobody's a star on this team, man. You know, nobody's a star. I seen teams like the Detroit Pistons growing up. You know, they don't have that culture. They don't have that toughness about them. You know, I don't care who's coaching. They're not going to do anything. You know, you can't deal with foolishness. You know, you can't deal with foolishness. And I know that hurts people. You know, to hear that, but. You know, it's tiresome looking at this over, and it's like Groundhog's Day, man. You know, and you know, like I mean, Damon, you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it don't matter who. I wouldn't want to come if I was a coach. You know, if I'm looking at the organization and things are going on like that, man, I wouldn't want to coach. I wouldn't want to coach this team. You know.
So guess what? It's going to be one of these assistant coaches that they're going to hire as head coach.
No. It won't be.
I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen, guys. I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. If you fire Nate,
that might be what happened.
Hey, John, I agree with you.
That's going to turn
this. If you fire Nate in the middle of the season, a real coach with some pedigree not taking over this shit in mid-season because he's not gonna be able to do nothing because he won't be able to put his mark on the team. You gonna have to fire Nate. You gonna hire one of them assistants. Bro, listen to me. You fire Nate. You have one of the assistants run this shit out to the end of the season. While they doing this, you as the general manager and the president, you doing your due diligence, finding candidates who's gonna be the coach. You hire a new coach before when the season ends, and you hire them before free agency and before the draft. That way, the new coach can have a say on the personnel. You're not getting a top coach, and they don't have personnel decisions. Name me a top coach who don't have a say in personnel decisions.
Hey, Demond,
well, I don't know how much power Ty Lue has. I don't know how much power Ty Lue has with the Clippers.
Didn't the coach just do that with Charlotte? Didn't he say,
why do you think, Matt? Why do you think Ty Lue didn't take the Laker job, bro?
No. I'm not talking about over the staff. I'm talking about personnel.
Power.
Matt, that ain't a good example, Matt, because the Clippers is already like a ready-made team.
No, but I'm talking about.
Or even Doc. You think Doc got personnel power?
He didn't take the Laker job because he wasn't gonna have control. Basically, he wasn't gonna have control of the shit. Rob said he running this shit. That's what it boiled down to.
I understand about the coaching staff. I'm talking about the. You talking about the coaching staff tomorrow? You talking about the roster?
I'm telling you. Listen to me. Listen to me, Matt. Listen to me. If you the coach, if you don't even have a say over your coaching staff, you're not gonna have a say over personnel. So what it is, they give you they take a give an inch, they gonna take a mile. That's why you gotta say, I need power over personnel and the coaching staff.
But after everything we seen though, that's gonna happen.
Listen, Phil, I'm gonna tell you like that. If I was the coach,
said he envisions the coach to be a co-team builder with him. He already
bro, listen, I don't give a fuck what Landry said because he has no back. What the fuck has he done as a general manager?
What has he done? I'm saying I'm saying he's already said like the coach is gonna be the co-team builder with him. So
I got a feeling to Matt's point.
Listen.
Whoever they bring here, they are changing ship and they gonna sit Trey ass down, dog.
Everything the Atlanta Hawks say, the front office say in public is lies. They lie all the time.
Yeah, Matt. He got to say something like that because you gotta sound inclusive.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah,
I really think he is.
I'm telling you, man. You're not going to get a real coach to take over this shitty ass team in mid-season because they can't.
Well, no. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in mid-season.
Not mid-season.
Now,
that's why it took so long for Nate to take the job.
Well, I'm not saying they're not gonna fire Nate. I'm saying if they do fire him mid-season, even including the All-Star break, one of those assistants.
But that's what I'm saying though. I don't think they're gonna fire him. I think he's gonna end up resigning. It's just gonna be the rest of the year just trying to figure out where the hell they going.
Let me tell you something, Phil. Let me tell you something, Phil.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. You do not want
some type of fortitude.
You do not want your head coach resigning in the middle of the season, bro.
I ain't saying that it's cool. But everything they've been saying
to fire people.
Yeah, everything they've been saying though.
That shows
he didn't deny that shit. He didn't deny that report. This is just a crapshoot season, man.
If you a coach coming in, Phil, let's say you coach. Say you haven't won a title, but let's say you've been to the conference finals as a head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you come here, you know what you're gonna look at? You're gonna look at them fucking contracts too.
Oh yeah,
you stuck with Hunter.
Oh yeah,
Collins, Trey, Murray, and Bogey. Basically, you stuck with these dudes.
Oh
so
yeah,
you inherited the same bullshit.
Kind of easy.
Bro, listen. If Collins was gonna be traded, he would already been gone, bro. They ain't trading this motherfucker no time soon.
He
been on the trade block for 5 years, dog.
Because they want a lot.
Okay, but it still don't change the fact when you take over this organization. You look at these contracts, these players you stuck with. And that's why I said, as a coach with some pedigree, you want control or at least partial control over personnel. Because
but they gonna get rid of people though, man.
But
you don't want to take over the team.
Let me ask this question. All right, with everything that we brought to the fore right now, what do you do to stop the bleeding? Because right now, y'all talking.
You can't.
What you got to
This
stop?
what we gotta do, bro.
Hey, ain't no magic. Ain't no magic. Ain't no magic bullet.
If I gotta stop the bleeding,
you gonna be right back here.
If I gotta start the bleeding, this what I would do. If I'm the general manager, this what I would do. If I'm the
everybody take a
manager,
round. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm going. First thing I'm doing, I got a roster spot available. I'm going to find me a backup big. I don't care DeMarcus Cousins. I don't care if I got to go to Taiwan and get Dwight Howard. I'm gonna get me a backup big, so with some size. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. The second thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tell Nate McMillan and Trae Young. I'm gonna get their ass in my office. And I'm gonna tell them, hey, y'all two got to fucking do better, okay? Because the way that the team is, because the way that we play offense, everything run through Trae Young. So Trae Young got to make smarter decisions. He is not. Somebody need to tell Trae Young this, and they need to keep it real with Trae. They need to say, listen, Trae, you're not a fucking good shooter, bro, okay? But you are excellent, elite playmaker.
You think he gonna?
You are elite playmaker.
That boy is not gonna be hearing that shit.
That's not a good shoot. Somebody got to keep it real with it, bro. What was he tonight?
He's not.
What was he
if his daddy, it got to be his dad. If his dad don't tell him, then ain't nobody else gonna. It ain't gonna get through the door from nobody else.
They got a
problem. You got a
What
problem.
was Trae numbers tonight? What did he shoot from the field tonight, bro? What did he shoot from the
Like
field?
7 for 23, I think.
Oklahoma have. I'll trade him to
You can't
Oklahoma.
win like that, man. You can't win.
No,
I
agree. We agree.
That's
keep
crazy.
telling you. And what I'm saying is, somebody.
What's wrong, analyst? What's wrong, analyst?
GM suggests that we trade him to Oklahoma.
Yeah. What's
if we only get Shea, if we only get Shea,
you want to go back?
you gotta get Shea.
Bro, come on now. That man still average 9.9 assists a game now.
That's a
I don't
crazy.
care. I'll tell you right now. I'll take SGA over Trae Young all goddamn day. I'm gonna tell you that right, motherfucker.
Come on.
I don't want to say nothing like that, but if it happened, I wouldn't be mad.
Bro, don't sit here and tell.
What's going on?
You wouldn't tell.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad, bro. Shit, by
So what, DeMar?
Hey, now
Seven?
who next to answer
How
the
tall?
Say what,
how tall
DeMar?
is SGA? How tall
6'6".
is SGA?
Y'all
6'5",
way
6'6".
too emotional.
But DeMar, no, I wouldn't take SGA because SGA is more like a
analyst. We're not emotional, man. He's been doing it for a long time.
No, SGA is he's a Richie. He's a super. No, he's a super rich man's Dennis Schroeder.
SGA
No.
They got the.
You tougher than that. You tougher than that, Jared. You tougher than that.
Hey, they got the, bro. They got the. Bro, no, that's not an insult. I'm saying their game is the same.
That's true. That's true.
Right now,
But you remember that
you know what? Good point. Good point.
they said
Their game very similar.
Answer
they
me.
said Travis wanted SGA
way
over.
better than a fucking Dennis Schroeder. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying ability. I'm saying that the way that he plays his game, the type of game.
Yeah. I feel what you're saying.
I said rich to make it known that I'm saying that he's way better than Dennis.
Right. No. You made a good point on that.
Answer me this. Name me the last time SGA went to the playoffs and showcased his talent.
Last time?
I think we focus too much on talent and stardom.
He said last time. He said last time.
How about this? I bet if
We
you
gotta
put
get players that
SGA
wanna
and
play,
Trae one-on-one, who you putting your money on to win?
Wait a minute.
Trey?
Yeah.
Trey?
Here's what I don't.
Put your money on Trae
Here's
to
what I
beat
don't
SGA
understand.
one-on-one. Don't do that.
Right.
Do not do that.
Yeah, I would. I'll put my money on Trey.
I'll put it
It's
down.
not even worth debating. Trae Young gets exponentially better than Shea. I mean, what are we talking about?
I can't even listen to Matt because Matt say he don't even care if Trae Young play defense. So we going.
But no, what I was getting at, Matt, is that it's
your head when you said that, man. You said
y'all
that.
want players. Y'all want players that want to play. And you want a superstar that wants to play. But then when he takes shots that you all don't like, then he's not playing right.
No, analyst. No.
Wait a minute. No, because
analyst, I can
what
pick
is
people off the streets and
this
they
year,
can
analyst? What's his? Pull up the stats. Let's not even.
I'm sorry,
play.
y'all think I'm playing.
What he shooting from the field, analyst? No, analyst. I'm waiting. What he shooting from the field? What he shooting from three, analyst? I need those numbers.
But talking about that.
John,
but then you all complain.
We complain. Dumb ass shots, analyst. So you
analyst, he picked the wrong time to shoot hero shot.
You telling me?
Yeah, you got bad time.
That's all.
He had a three possession stint where he had a bad 3 and 2 turnovers. Right? Was that the end of the fourth quarter?
It was like with a few minutes left.
Yeah, there's a few minutes left.
Game, and nobody gonna say shit about it.
I will. He wants to be the star.
Or am I tripping? Did that not happen?
He
had 3
wants the fame. He wants all the
glory. And 2 turnovers.
I'm not
wait a minute. He wants to be the star.
Y'all know.
But then when he's not being the star, it's an issue.
No, analyst. I'll break it down. Let me break it down for you, analyst.
The analyst acting like a child fan right now.
Analyst.
Listen, you sign that contract. When you sign that contract for $200+ million. Okay,
you gotta produce.
Fans expect superstar shit.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the difference, analyst. This is the difference. When he talking about him doing superstar shit, it's like coming through as the superstar. You know what I'm saying? Being on point as the superstar, not coming down and taking a fucking ill-advised 3 with a whole lot of time on the shot clock left. Like making smarter plays, man. That's all it is.
To piggyback off of that, to piggyback off of Phillip, the main thing that superstars do, they know what they're good at,
the timing,
and they do that on an elite level. Trey doesn't shoot. Trey doesn't shoot the ball well consistently, but he still.
I saw him get to the line in clutch times tonight.
No. Analyst. I'm not. Analyst. That's what he's good at. But when he shoots the hero shots, he shoots it at the wrong time. That's my issue, analyst. That's the only thing.
Right here.
Are y'all? Let
me and then I wanted to say something about the SGA thing. The reason why I wouldn't take SGA is because, like I said, his game is similar to Dennis Schroeder. So where the Hawks don't really have anybody else that can consistently get their own shot outside of Murray. So SGA wouldn't make any of the other players really effective on this team.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get Murray. I mean, that's why I'm trying to get SGA instead of Murray.
Just stick with the same bums and keep losing. I feel you.
But this is why I say to that though. This is why I say to that though, Tiggy. If you do bring SGA to the Hawks, the difference that you'll probably get with him is that even though I don't even know. I don't even want to say we'll be better because hey, you get worse. But you got a taller player. You got a taller player.
No, we don't. We do not get worse. Stop it. We go get worse.
If we put him in point
worse
guard,
we definitely going to get worse at shooting.
SGA can shoot. SGA can score. SGA can play motherfucking defense.
Somebody put up SGA numbers for the year. Let me see what SGA shooting from the field this year. What SGA shooting from the field?
But the main problem with the main problem on this team.
Is he a leader? No, he's not.
No, analyst. One of the main problems with everybody
defense.
The main problem. the main problem with everybody on this team is that we have a lot of people that have to have the ball in their hand for them to be effective. We only got 1.5 people that don't have to have the ball in their hand and they're still effective. That's Capella and DeJounte when he's shooting the passing lanes. His own ball defense ain't really all that
Right.
I thought it was. But we need a little bit more of those gritty guys because Capella can't do it on his own. Like that was in the overtime and late in the fourth quarter. Those gritty guys get those rebounds in the end, even if we are undersized. Like I don't want PJ Tucker, but I mean somebody hard nosed like that.
Yes, there you
like,
go.
Like that. You know that's the thing that we missing. Everybody on this our team, we too pretty.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We
I
not
mean,
even
that's
that.
just
we
real.
too pretty.
Whatever you want to call it.
We're not smart.
We too finesse. We too finesse.
I don't know.
We not.
Yeah.
We're not a smart ball
I
club,
don't know if
man.
you'll say that.
Fire
That
everybody,
too.
man. Fire Nate.
Matt, we are too pretty.
No,
We
we do have
finesse.
people,
Go
we
ahead,
have guys that like that. We
jump
have guys
shooter.
like that. But the overarching problem is, well, you already know what the overarching problem is. I'm not going to.
Well, what is it, man?
But
What is?
it's Nate. That's the point.
But Matt, if you Matt, hold on. Matt, every championship team, you do have your players that are flamboyant and all that. And I'm not saying that as an insult, but when you have too many of them, what happens is when you got to make the little plays that don't make Sports Center, you don't have anybody that can make those plays, and that leads to a loss. Just like the Houston game. And just like tonight, when we really needed rebounding to just close the game out after we came back. Now, obviously, if you have a team full of hard-nosed guys, then the opposite happens. You probably don't have the talent level to really compete. So you got to have a mixture. Every championship team has. Yeah.
Well,
Gerald,
I
what about the
agree.
Laker game?
Say again.
What happened with the Laker game, man?
The Laker game was the same thing, but I mean the biggest, in my opinion, the two biggest games where our prettiness showed was these two games. Was the game we just played tonight against Golden State and the Rockets game.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I
You know what we
agree,
need,
Gerald.
Gerald?
We
You know what
need
we
more-
need?
we
You know what we need,
tough-nosed
Gerald?
players.
I'm gonna tell you
I
what we
agree,
need right now.
but what I'm
We need
saying
a
is
we need a real superstar. Okay? And the
But,
reason I
Demond,
say that
okay,
is
so
this.
are you saying,
This
Demond,
is what I'm
Demond,
saying.
Demond, are you saying
What?
we need that second half versus Cleveland every single night? Because if that's what you're looking for, it's not going to happen.
No, this is what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for a superstar player who don't need to be coached. I mean, not coached. Who don't need to be told every little thing to do. Prime example. And I think, and like I just, and Dwayne just gave a good example. It's just like when we played Brooklyn, man. When we played Brooklyn and that game got close, KD did what? Went right to his fucking spot. Whack up.
Yeah, he did. He went to where he works
Where
best.
he money at?
Where he money.
Well,
He didn't try. He didn't have. He didn't have to shoot a three. He didn't have to shoot a one-legged step back three. You know what I mean? So KD was like, "Fuck this! I'm trying to win the game.
Listen,
I'm not worried about."
I don't want to hear nobody trying to say compare Trae Young with Isaiah Thomas, because let me tell you something. Isaiah Thomas played fucking defense. He was the head of that monster with Detroit. That's the difference when they say who was the last short guy to lead their team to a title, which was Zeke, is because Zeke was 6'1". Listen, they had a backcourt 6'1" and 6'2" with Joe Dumars.
Yeah,
Trey
team out
Trey bigger than Zeke.
Hey, Demond, who was on that Piston team though? That starting lineup.
What I'm saying is,
it was Isaiah Thomas. It was Joe Dumars. What? Vinny Johnson came off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right, Lambeer.
Look at Lambeer.
Lambeer, Brett Mahorn, and I'm missing somebody.
Look at it.
They
Look at
had
that
James
team.
Edwards. James Edwards
That's
was
what
the
you're
center.
saying.
John Sally.
You need players like that.
Either Sally or Rodman.
No, Rodman. It was Rodman. Rodman's who I was missing.
Alfred want to.
No, what I'm saying is
Alfred want to, man.
you can't. But Devon, what I'm saying is you can't compare. You can't compare Kevin Durant to Trae Young because Trae Young is a point guard.
This group of dudes, they could be friends, but they not a good team.
Yeah.
Now what
You know what I'm
about
saying?
Larry
Their
Brown
talents and
Detroit
stuff
Pistons
don't
team?
gel.
Because everybody's skill, Matt. Everybody on our team has the same skill set.
What about
That
that Larry
was the
Brown
point of building the
Detroit
team,
Pistons
Gerald.
team? Where they didn't have no
Huh?
stars on that one.
That was the
Oh,
purpose.
you talking
of
about
the team.
Hamilton? Yeah.
No, everybody not supposed to have the same exact skill set, man. Cause that means if it call for something else for you to do to win, you can't do it.
No, Gerald. I agree. We should have We should have more specialists. But I'm saying overall, one or two specialists. But overall, the team is supposed to have multiple players. We're talking about Travis's vision, although he's gone. But the way we still got the same roster. The team is built so they're all interchangeable. This guy's
but the interchangeable.
But the problem is, Matt, the problem is you got one person that can defend down low is Clint, unless he's going against like the top two big men in the league. And then you got Hunter who's slightly above average perimeter defense. Okongwu's the best on ball defender, but the problem is Okongwu is he's really supposed to be in the paint, and he can't compete in there. That's the issue with that.
That's your say your vision of a center is supposed to be in the paint, because that's not mine.
Okay, so
Travis is either.
But
bro, that's because Travis kept drafting fucking forwards.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's not so. Okay, put it like this, Matt. Matt, put it like this. Traditionally, most championship teams have a big man that you could just throw the ball into when you can't get a bucket and say, take us to the promised land. He may not be the best player on the team, not for
the last 8 champions. Not for the last 8 champions didn't.
I said, all right, let's go over this.
Man, it's more than one way to skin a cat, though, man.
Well, no, it is. But
you got two
traditional basketball.
You got 2 different ways to do it.
This is
Milwaukee
modern basketball,
showed you
Gerald.
one way,
Modern
and Golden
basketball.
State showed you the other.
Gerald, just like in football, Gerald, if I'm building a 3-4 defense, it's the reason why I got Troy Anderson instead of Deion Jones playing the 3-4 defense, because I don't need a small, speedy linebacker in a 3-4 defense. I need somebody that's bigger.
That's not a good comparison, Matt, because Troy and Deion only got to play one side of the ball.
I just think we all skipping over the culture, man. The culture is the main thing. I know it doesn't sound sexy enough as far as like, this player this and this player. You got to go deep into what the player mindset is. Your organization,
that start up top.
Organization got to know what they want to be. You see what I'm saying?
That start up top.
That's why everybody says that's why we all like this.
I know Demond said
Atlanta
he
Hawks
lying.
have always been, besides Bud, Coach Bud.
Don't worry, I'm gonna say it for you. I'm gonna say it for you, G. Fuck these niggas. I say it for you, G. Fuck.
So Matt, what's the 2 guys? What's the 2 guys? I mean, what's the 4 out of the 8 that didn't need a bit, that didn't have anybody give the ball to down low?
Golden State,
who we just played.
Golden State.
Well, and then who else?
But but that's where Travis came from, was Golden State. So
and see
we built
that team. Hold on. But the thing about Golden State is this, though. They didn't have an offensive scheme where they were going down low. But they had some nice big men down low.
But when they went up against Toronto, what happened?
They got injured.
They were hurt. They were hurt.
They got hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me tell you
something. What I'm saying is how did how did they expose Golden State? Where did they expose?
The thing about Toronto is Toronto is just long anyway.
It's like this. The difference between Travis trying to build us like Golden State, the difference is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they can fucking shoot the ball. Trey can't fucking shoot.
That's true.
I don't know why people scared to say that. He's 41% from the field. He's shooting low 30s from 3. What are you talking about here? When you look at Golden State, that's why Golden State.
The last 6 games.
That's more of a reason why we would need a big man to get us.
That's what I've been throw up.
That's what I've been telling you. That's what I've been telling you.
Y'all know I'm right.
But Gerald, how long does that take?
Listen, gang, listen.
If you got the
I used to watch Undisputed, man, and I used to get so mad at Skip Bayless because he used to talk so much shit about Trey.
Trey.
He
was right.
He can't shoot.
But hold on, hold on.
Hey, Skip Bayless fucked up. He fucked up the night, but he was right about Trey. He showed fucked up the night, though.
Hold on. Can we just make a differentiation though? If I say that right. Trey is not the best shooter. He's not an elite shooter, but the boy can shoot. He just ain't shooting this year, as well as the whole team. Can't nobody shoot.
But he's never been a good 3-point shooter in his whole career. Like Skip been roasting Trey since even in the Eastern Conference Finals year.
And to Skip point,
this year, he's been wrong up until this year. Go look at
to Skip point.
No, analyst. Skip ain't been wrong about Trey.
Yes, he been wrong. He ain't been totally wrong.
No, he has not been. The main problem that Skip got with Trey is he say he shoot too many threes. That's his main problem with Trey.
The main thing that I've heard him say that is correct though is that he says that Trey takes too many threes too far away from the line. Ill-advised threes and too far away from the line.
You gotta know when you hot and when you're not.
Right.
And play off of your.
I gotta get a definition here. What is an ill-advised 3-pointer? I keep.
All right. Let me get you.
What is that?
If you got it, bro.
Was that shit he shot at the end of regulation when John Collins had
that three
on him and he threw that bull 3 up?
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
He got it.
Wait a minute. Now, so Steph Curry shoots ill-advised threes too,
it's Steph Curry. That's Steph Curry, bro.
But he the best.
I want a definition of an ill-advised three.
I said no. I get what John's saying. John, I got you. John, I got you.
But what I'm hearing is
it ain't universal. It ain't universal, John. It depends on the player.
Hey, real quick.
There you go.
Right.
And
real quick,
whether they make it or not.
With y'all tomorrow, man. If you run past 2 hours, I don't give a fuck, man. Y'all talking out, whatever. I'm out.
All right, tomorrow. But yeah, John, it's based on the person. So Steph Curry, that same shot that Trey may take, if Steph takes it, is not an ill-advised shot because he has the credibility and he's shown that he can make the shot on a more consistent basis.
It's a timing of when Steph Curry shoots.
I'm gonna say this.
It's the timing. He knows when he's on fire.
No.
Yeah, it is.
He knows when he's on fire.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Trust me. I've watched plenty of games. I watched plenty of games where Steph will come and he'll pull a shot. Now listen, I'm not saying that Steph don't deserve. Listen, Steph is the greatest shooter, so I'm not saying that.
Right.
But all I'm saying is that there is times where he takes some threes that he should not take. That's not just what I'm saying.
But you know what, Analyst, it's not at the
but when he
the game though.
But Analyst, when he takes them, even if it is like even if the timing is bad, the thing 20. Is they might be up 20 and he's not gonna shoot it. He's not gonna shoot it if they was just up 10
or down
and the other team just cut it to 1.
Ticket.
But hold
Steph
on.
Curry.
No, y'all
Steph
talking about
Curry,
this Stephen
he
Curry. Y'all not
jacked
talking
that
about the
thing
Stephen
up
Curry
no
that was under
matter
Mark
what the
Jackson.
score
The
is.
Steph Curry that was under Mark
Right,
Jackson.
but John, he damn near make it no matter what the score is.
See, that is the key. It's an ill-advised 3 when you miss it, not when you take it.
But to that point, though,
I got you, John.
That's just basketball in general, though. It's a make or miss league. If you're missing a whole bunch of them motherfuckers, hey,
I want to address this.
You need to chill out and pass the ball, bro.
Yeah, but that's why I just said y'all got to define, Gerald. If y'all talking about if y'all want for y'all a superstar performance, if that's that second half against Cleveland that we saw last year to play in, if y'all
no, that's not what Matt. I'll tell you what I want. That's not what I want. What I want is this. I want whoever my top guy is, I want him to be very I'm trying to use the right word. I want him to be very confident in what he does best. And in the crunch time when his team needs him the most, I need him to consistently be able to rely on that. I don't want to say solely, because sometimes you do got to win the shit, but mainly be able to rely on that to bring us home. That's what all the superstars do.
Yeah.
LeBron in the fourth quarter. LeBron the best drop slasher to the basket in history, easy. So he knew
they let him get away with running over folks.
Whatever the reason is, he the best driver in NBA history. So LeBron knows. Okay, ain't nobody gonna stop me, and the ref ain't gonna call an offensive foul. Let me just take this shit to the basket every single time and close this shit out.
But
That's what.
Don't Trey does that when he goes to the basket to create foul contact.
What he does, but Matt, the problem is Matt. If to me, in my opinion, he doesn't do it enough in crunch time for him to be so good at it. I'm saying he's good at that. He's really good at that, but he doesn't. Like, he bails the defense out when he shoots the threes is what we trying to say.
Right.
But Gerald, how many games since Trae Young got in the league, how many games has he hit that same logo 3 that we criticize him about?
Bro, can't nobody keep up with that.
He does what? But Matt, the thing is,
it's a different
team. When Trae first got in the league, we didn't have any winning expectations, so those shots were like it was kind of like a honeymoon phase. So probably our fault as fans, we accepted them whether they went in or not, because he might have shot them 5 times, but if it went in once, everybody in State Farm Arena went home saying, man, we ain't had nobody that could do that before. You see what I'm saying? Now that we have more winning expectations, if he shoots it twice a game, or we up 20 or whatever, fine. But if he's at a point where, okay, this is the time in the place where we really, really just need the best shot.
Yeah,
if he don't pass,
who you gonna have take it, Ticket? Who would you have take it?
No. I want Trae. I want Trae.
It don't matter who takes it.
For me,
right.
It's certain. No, hold on. No, it do matter.
Who do you trust on this team right now?
But let me say,
if you had to
a star player, a superstar makes his players great.
The thing, I got you, analyst. Let me answer that. Then you go. This is the thing, John. If Trae was not a point guard, I would say Trae. If he was still our biggest guy, with Trae being the point guard, he's still the floor general. He just happened to be the best player on the team. So for me, I want him to make the best decision. Now, if the best decision is for him to drive the lane, do the floater, maybe a pullback, I'm fine with it. But there's a lot of time. Go ahead.
Matt, excuse me. When I'm asking Ticket, if you need someone to take the last shot, regardless of what the shot is,
Ticket, I gotta answer that.
Who?
I want. Who do I want? Obviously, I want Trey to be the first option. But Trey gotta realize if that shit ain't there, he just need to make the right play.
Right.
Agreed.
That's all I ask out of Trey. Trey needs to know, okay, I want to take the last shot. I want to be the first option. Cool. These are the spots on the floor where if I can get right here, I'm virtually unstoppable. Kind of like Murray's mid-range when he's on.
Mm-hmm.
Trey need a spot like that. And it'll probably be the floater for Trey. So I'm fine with that.
But Gerald, he can't get to that every time.
Well,
okay. If Trey is going to be the person that wants to take the last shot, Matt, he needs a counter somewhere else then. Now, I'm not talking about if he gets trapped. I'm talking about in his game. He needs to work on another place on the floor that he can get to where, okay, I can get right here and I can get a good shot as well efficiently.
Because
if Trey can only efficiently get to the floater and is able to be taken away, that's an indictment on Trey in terms of him wanting to take the last shot. He got to work on that in the summer.
No, I agree with that, but I'm saying I'll let you go, Anderson. I'm just saying I look at that Cleveland game right last year. Okay, same shots we criticized him about a lot this year. It was the same shots he took in that game. He just made them shots. They were bad, ill-advised shots. A lot of them shots.
The timing was different every time he. Yes, it was, man.
There was a shot he took in that game. We were down by 2, under a minute left, and he shot a 35.
Hold on. Let GM go. What you finna say?
Thank you. the team this year is different than last year. You got to know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know when you had Kevin Huerter who's a shooter. You had this person who's a shooter, but now you have totally different. You got to. He
only got 2 options.
But the thing is, you got to know what players are effective in each spot. It's like they all have their spots. And when John was asking who's going to take the last shot, the reason I was saying anybody is because when you go to certain positions or certain places, and when you're dribbling this place or that place, you got to know, okay, Hunter likes that spot. John Collins likes this. Murray likes to slash right here. And some of that, a lot of that is coaching too. I give Matt that.
Okay.
No, hell no. No, it ain't. No. No, the hell it ain't. No.
We won 2 games off of a play being drawn up, whether it was Nate or the assistant.
No. What I'm saying, I'm saying hell no to what GM just said as far as a player knowing where he's effective on the floor. That's on the damn player. That ain't on the coach.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me start off first by addressing that. Jim, I think you're right. Now, obviously the player knows where, but what I'm saying is that what I've been saying for the longest, and Matt, I want Nate, when he creates his game plan for the game,
allegedly,
I'm talking about offense. I need him to know, all right, Murray's good here, Hunter's good here, Collins good. How can I design the offense to where when Trey gets to his option, Murray is already in his option, to where if Trey cannot get a shot or a good shot, then we can go to Murray.
And Murray doesn't have a place on the floor unless he's in ISO. That's not his game.
But
Murray shoots on the perimeter.
No, what I'm saying, the majority of DeJounte Murray's shots come from where? And how does he get? Hold on, how does he get there?
It is.
He get himself there.
Dribble pull up.
He get that, that's what I'm saying. So
Gerald, that don't mean that's the only way he can score that. He can get there or score.
He can drive.
He can
Exactly.
You get him on the
but
move.
also,
you can get him going to the basket. There's
I don't
other
know
ways
what
to get
game
him
you've
the
been
ball.
watching.
but also,
he can drive to the hole.
But also, I gotta say, I watched Golden State tonight, and just like I said, beautiful ball movement, just like I expected. They had backdoor cuts. They had guys cutting into the lane. Why don't we do that? We would have been so.
I be saying that same shit.
We would have been.
But y'all gotta realize that system been in place for like
been in place for a minute,
what
for
7 years.
Yeah.
So it's easy. So it's that they wake up and do it.
But Anthony
not the
Lamb
guys that was in there tonight, Gerald. He had G League
Say what?
in there tonight. He had G League
Say what?
in there tonight.
But
that G League probably run the same offense.
But what I'm saying,
Well, I'm just
Anthony
saying, it's
Lamb
not
just
that hard
got
to
there.
teach.
Anthony Lamb just got there. Dante, it's not that hard to just design. All I'm saying is, if you saw how hard that they were to cover tonight.
Talking about physics, Gerald.
Now, and I said a coach ticket. I'm still not going to take the pressure off the players.
Every time,
yeah, I'm not going to go into that with the Nate. The players are in the fault too now.
Every time we thought that we had a good defensive possession, there goes somebody cutting back door. They just dropped it into and they were landing it up, or they were cutting to the back. All I'm saying in that area is we have to have ball movement. We have to have creative plays. Where it is tough for teams to guard us. It was tough for Golden State to guard us with a bunch of nobodies.
That's a roster issue, analyst. Because you asking something. Let me finish. No, you asking people to move without the ball. That is a skill. LeBron, bruh, the way LeBron ain't get them 43 points just off of driving. He was a genius at moving without the ball. He was damn near like a soccer player.
But hold on, Jared. Hold on to that point. That's what kind of what I guess I forgot his name. Big John with the cut off sleeve t-shirt. It's kind of getting to what he was saying about the star thing, about who you want to take the last shot. LeBron was in the zone. Sometimes Trey gets in the zone. But to the point that GM was saying, in a time at the end, you know what I'm saying, like possibly tonight, you don't always necessarily have to have the quote unquote self-proclaimed or whatever you want to call it, star player take that shot, because we actually got shooters. We got AJ, we got Bogey, and Lord forbid, you know what I'm saying, you have to be out there with like Hunter or whoever, but you know, they've hit shots too. But you got two main shooters. But either way it go though, you have to have something drawn up to where either these guys gonna get it, or you gonna just give it to your star player to let them do something.
Well,
I get that.
It can work either way though.
I get that, but you got a roster full of people. Bogey that could work for because he can catch and shoot. Hunter, depending on the game,
why is Bogey trying to create plays and dribble like he a point guard? He's not.
He think he on his national team still.
But hold on. But to that point, that is the set that Nate is running without the play stuff that you're talking about. Because you don't have it setting up for an open shot.
Do we have one person that knows how to move without the ball?
Come on, Joe. They're not dumb.
I believe Murray's that guy.
No, Matt. I'm asking that for a reason. Here's another thing.
I think they all can, but we don't run plays like Matt was saying.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because we don't have nobody that can set a damn screen properly.
Oh my god!
I won't say that. I won't say that.
I'm dead, bro. How easy? All right, put it like this. How many times was Draymond successful in setting screens to get Clay or Jordan Poole open tonight? Probably 30 at least.
But Ticket, if you're not working on that, then you won't be great.
That's what I said.
Bro, in today's NBA, it ain't, but it's most of everybody in the NBA outside of maybe 4 teams play the same as that way, just like we do. But there ain't that many players that actually can do that as a skill. Back in the 90s, every 4 and 5 was, John, am I lying? they were able to set really, really good screens. They didn't even. They got paid to solely set screens.
You are
John, am I lying?
No, you are right.
But Gerald, what I'm saying
Hold on.
It's a lost art. That's why it ain't that much movement off the ball anymore.
Plus the fact we were talking, I think we were talking last week, and I was telling y'all that we aren't big enough because we can set a screen, but we can't hold it. They knock us over on the screen. You know, it's like it's a art, and you got to have some doggone weight on you to set screens on a lot of these teams here because they'll just run you over. You know,
This is what I say.
Like the ball move. One more thing, King. The ball movement with Golden State works because the main guy handling the ball is the best damn screen setter outside of maybe Jokic. He the best damn screen setter in the NBA.
I'll say this. In my opinion, screen setting, like you said, Gerald, it is nothing like the 90s, 80s, early 2000s, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. Ain't nobody setting that shit full, staying in place, waiting till it's all just, hey, fake it for a minute, fake it for a little quick second, then move to your next position. But the difference of that is it's a difference in guarding it versus running it. And as long as you running the play hard, you know what I'm saying, you can catch the defense off guard, just like they were doing us tonight. They weren't setting no hard ass screens. It's just they were running their plays hard. As soon as they come off the screen, they got a backdoor cut for the pass that's supposed to be there, or they got another guy over here open in the corner. Like the plays that they run and them running at full speed is more so a difference, than it is just. You know, the whole.
I get what you're saying, Philip. I guarantee if Kevin Willis instead of John Collins was at the four, you would see a lot more wide open shots.
That's probably true too.
I wanted to address
when Steve Kerr. I tell people this all the time. Yes, Steve Kerr, I think is offensive genius, but when he got to Golden State, the very first training camp, and you could go back on YouTube and look it up. The very first training camp, the whole training camp, all he did was work on the fundamentals: how to throw a proper inbounds pass, how to set a proper screen, when to leverage the defense to go back door.
I know that, but you don't know that other teams didn't do it.
Gerald, do you think Nate McMillan in there teaching them when to leverage the defense to go back door? Matt,
you can't say like you can't try to make your opinion sound like a fact.
Man, I know it don't look like it, but you can't just say that he ain't did it.
You can't just say what he is and what he ain't doing if you ain't got at least got press credentials.
Right, like you can't say that he ain't doing it.
Yeah, you can't, bro. In training camp, it don't. I know in football, every single team works on the fundamentals. Now, I will say this.
So about technique.
Every team in the NBA, let's say if they run a different system, most of your basic fundamentals, they're gonna go over that. That's gonna be the same. But they may harp on certain things that is needed the most to make their system work. Like I'm pretty sure Draymond works on catching a pass with two hands, doing the little DHO. I'm pretty sure he probably do that damn DHO shit probably 500 times a practice.
But Gerald, what I'm saying
but I will say this in Matt's defense. Where my big man coach? Where my big man coach?
Golden State, but Gerald, what I'm saying is Golden State don't have no big man.
Y'all missing the whole.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to be a big man to be able to set a screen.
King Philip, man, they don't.
Poor
Atlanta fans, man. I tell you.
He does brush screen.
Hey man, we in disarray, man. We in disarray. We don't know what the fuck's going on, bro.
He does two things, Gerald. One, Steve Kerr does brush screens with guards. Sometimes he don't even use big men. He used two guards.
I just said you don't have to be a big man to set a screen.
But either way it go, we got problems on the offense, and it ain't just about screens, dog. It ain't just about
exactly. No. I brought up screens, but I brought up screens because that's one of the things that you need to have, like the run, like for people to run off the ball and all that shit.
Right.
You want to see on 2K.
He's probably coaching that the players probably don't even want to do.
No.
They probably go halfway.
Because that's that AAU shit.
No.
Exactly.
That's that AAU shit.
I don't know if y'all watch. I don't know if y'all watch Golden State Speed, but during the game, the guy said during the game in the third, I think it was the third quarter, it might have been top of the fourth. The guy said for Golden State, he said, I think it's Murray bringing the ball down the court. He said, "Well, Nate's system." He said either they're going to run an ISO or a pick and roll. And he said, that's Nate's system. That's what he's known for.
Who's saying that?
I believe that.
The commentator for Golden State. The commentator.
Okay. Wait. What you doing listening to enemy broadcast?
Hey, listen to enemy broadcast the best, dog. Especially when we win. When we win, it's great.
I want to know what they think about our team and what they think about our coaching.
Why does it matter?
No. I like to hear him get
out my
bro.
bubble. I gotta get out my bubble, and I gotta see if I'm a fan of this team, or how does other people around the league view my team or view my coaching. That's important because I gotta know if I fall in love with a certain guy or if I fall in love with some players. I gotta take that helps me be unbiased. I'm saying with them, he's saying we got to get back to our split cuts. We got to get back to our flare screens. We got to get back to our scissor cuts, our UCLA cuts. I'm thinking like, damn, we don't do none of that shit. Nate probably didn't.
It's 28. They don't them. It might be 3 other teams like Golden State that do that. The majority of the NBA, they want the ball in their superstars' hands as much as possible. That's why you see pick and roll, and you see the stars' usage rate being so high. Now it don't translate to winning, but they trying to sell the tickets, bro.
So that's a problem. I wanted to.
All Atlanta Hawks fans, the main thing that boils down to, and I'm gonna leave after this. Whether your players want to play hard or not. Do they want to go out there and play, or do they just like their paycheck? This is what I say. I'm gonna keep it real.
GM, I'm calling you to a
before you leave, I want you to think about this.
I'm calling you to a conversation. Right?
Y'all, you and Gerald, y'all said the other minute ago. Y'all said Trey is a what y'all say he is? He's a floor general or something.
I called him he a floor general.
Listen, no, floor generals don't take shots.
Trey Young. No.
No, I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying that's one of his. Right. Like he can control the game.
That's what he's
himself.
Go ahead,
Matt.
Gerald, you got a customer in the chat. D-Rock said, Gerald, before you get off, I need your info so I can get.
I got you. I'm gonna put my number in the chat. Y'all can text.
Hey, let me say this.
Every point.
I'm not buying another ticket.
That's a true fan right there.
Every point guard.
I still got to go this year, man. I ain't went yet.
Gerald, wrong.
What you saying, Matt?
I'm on strike.
Hey, Matt, let's put my number in the real chat.
All right.
Go ahead, Matt. What you saying?
Every point guard is not a floor general. Every point guard is not a floor general.
He's supposed to be, but we understand.
No, I'm saying that is his best attribute.
But Matt, isn't that what a point guard is supposed to do?
Control the offense. It's just passing. Just because I could, no, I mean, yes.
You can, Matt. A floor general can manipulate the defense.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah, you
can manipulate the defense to where you can get the ball to whoever you want to get them the best shot as possible. That's Trae Young's best ability.
And being able to shoot. Being a shooting threat.
His passing and his instructive ability, that's two different things. He can pass
what?
very well, but he's not He's not instructive. He's not out there. You come here. You move over here. Like how John Stockton was and and Chris Paul is.
Yeah.
He's not. He's a great passer, but he's not.
No. Matt, he didn't do that. Matt, he didn't do
No,
that.
he does. He doesn't.
Tell the truth.
He doesn't. He just not as demonstrative like that. But he does it.
So
that's what I'm saying. So to expect that from him every game, it's not going to happen because that's not who he is.
Trey can't. No, I don't have an issue with Trey being Trey. I'm saying there's times in the game where we really need a high efficient look somewhere, whether if he takes the shot or if somebody else takes the shot. Now,
I believe that comes from the coaching, not the player in this aspect. Because
if we wasn't talking about the point guard, I would agree, Matt.
No,
but we talking about the point guard.
Stephen Curry is a perfect example. I'm not saying Trey's a shooter. He's a perfect example. Why? Because Stephen Curry under Mark Jackson, it was the same complaints that we have about Trae Young right now. He's not held accountable. He takes ill-advised shots. He doesn't know when to pass. If he does pass, he might throw a behind-the-back pass as opposed to throwing a chest pass to the guy it's supposed to go to. Steve Kerr said he recognized that and said, okay, this dude can't make decisions under pressure all the time or most of the time. So I'm going to put this ball in this other dude's
But Trey don't have a passing problem. You talking about
but Trae Young has a decision-making problem. So
no, he don't. He got a shot selection problem.
Decision-making.
He don't.
Now see, Tick. Now
that's only one. That's only one area. A decision-making problem is what you said about Steph, where it's like in different avenues. Trey really only got one deficiency: is shot selection.
Well, and I'm gonna piggyback on that because Trae Young,
I would say 2, and the other thing is defense. Other than that, he's.
I'm talking about on the. We talking about the offense.
Trae Young was forced to take shots that he didn't need to take because he's sitting up there passing the wide open people over in the corner in various spots on the floor. They clinking, and clunking.
Okay. No, I'm not. No, John, I'm not talking about throughout the whole game. I'm talking about in those 4 or 5 crucial moments of the game.
Gerald, what I'm saying,
he didn't trust nobody. Trae Young
didn't trust
nobody.
I got you, John.
You know what I'm saying?
John,
I want to make a few points.
You made him that. Like
go ahead. Go ahead, analyst. Go ahead, analyst.
I want to make a few points. Listen, I saw, and let's just keep it real. The same way that some of y'all that put Trey on autocross and threw boulders at his head, especially some people in the chat. Let's not quarters 1 through 3.
I'm guilty tonight.
Quarters 1 through 3 were, in my opinion, really, really good. If you look at his shooting percentage, it was actually almost close to 50%. And then in the fourth quarter, when he took those shots, okay, it went down. But we have to give Trey credit for the overtime defense that he played. He played great defense. I'm not even just talking about the block shot. He played great defense on his man. He wasn't getting blown by like he usually gets.
I got to shout out. I do got to shout out Trae Young for that, because in that at the end of the first overtime, they tried to do a pick and roll, and Trae Young stayed with what's his name?
Poole?
He stayed with Jordan Poole and locked his ass up.
I think I've seen that.
I do got to give him credit for that. I would love to see him take the challenge a lot more. It don't have to he don't need necessarily take Jordan Poole at all times, but whoever the point guard is, he needs to take that challenge a lot more during the game. What's up?
The ticket that tells you what? Yeah, he can do it, can he?
He can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a problem.
You got Matt and Alex. You got it's a lot of stuff going on, man.
No, but here's
tells
the
me
thing.
a lot.
No, wait a minute. But let me tell you what's going on. What's going on? Let's start. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Let me tell you what's going on. Our organization is all toe up right now, from the top down,
from the floor up.
It's toe up. Our chief owner fired our president of basketball operations. Now wait a minute.
What that got to do?
Wait.
Let him fill it out. Let him fill it out.
He going around 285. He'll be around the exit 5.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
and everybody be at the airport.
Hey, you see that airport pad? That way you know you done fucked up. You're like, God damn, what the hell? Yeah. I ain't supposed to be over here, bro.
All right, go ahead, Alan. My bad.
Well, okay, actually, I shouldn't start there. Trey and Nate McMillan have not been seeing eye to eye. Okay, that's number one. Number two, now the president of basketball operations is gone. It seemed like when that happened, it seemed like someone just pulled the chair before you could sit down in it, and we just fell flat on our butts. It's like when that happened, everything just seemed discombobulated. We didn't seem focused. What I'm saying is our organization, we have no integrity now. We don't know what we're doing from the top. Okay, and now it seems like to me that now all the players, they're either not focused or they're just playing just to play. Okay. Now, I agree that Trae Young has to give a consistent effort. That's my biggest thing with him is consistency. Okay. I know Trae Young can do it. I saw him do it in the Eastern Conference Finals year. I saw him play defense tonight. I need him to do it consistently. Now, I believe that if we get someone that knows what they're doing in the front office, it matters because, listen, it seemed like to me that the turmoil going on in the organization, we have a lack of leadership in the front office position. Our owner is not willing to do what it takes to be a successful.
He don't really care about winning. He really just care about making money.
Exactly.
And spending all that money downtown.
Exactly.
Hey, that shit gonna be fire.
Exactly.
Keep going.
So what I'm saying is that when you're when you're not aligned from the top down on winning, then one, your star player, okay, let's be real. And I'm gonna just keep it 110%. I believe a little bit of this effort that you're seeing from Trae is because he's not 110% invested in the Hawks organization. Why? Because of what I just explained to you. He can feel the shifting from the stability that we had at least behind closed doors. Now we're everyone's talking about us. Everyone's talking.
You mean to the public? It looked like we were straight.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So to me, I just feel like if we get someone that knows what they're doing in the front office, I've said it multiple times. The roster needs to be better. Okay, I feel like if you do that, you get a better coach. I feel like we will be where we need to be. But the coach when I say better coach, I mean all around. And I've said this on multiple occasions. I said I need a coach, and I said it. I need a coach who's going to hold the star players accountable. That's why I kept bringing up Ime Udoka. Got someone that I watched in Boston, even when they were struggling at the beginning of the season, it was not an option. He said, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they're going to play defense. It does not matter. They're going to play defense. He keyed in on them. He said, you are the leaders of this team. You're the pillars of this group. You are going to defend. And guess what? If you defend, I don't look stupid trying to tell everybody else to defend. Guess what? He holds the players accountable. And all I'm saying is that if I can get a coach in that's going to do that, then I believe that we can really do something. I don't believe we need to trade or anyone else. Do we need to get better? Yes. I just think that we need to reset our dignity, and we need to get back stable to the point where we are respectable out there and we feel respectable instead of us being a laughing stock.
And key thing, analyst. Key thing.
Go ahead.
the difference between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Trae Young, I'm coupling the two Celtics guys together, comparing them to Trae Young. The players run the league. You have to want to be held accountable in order for a coach to hold you accountable in the NBA in particular. Okay? Because once you sign that contract, the damn money guaranteed anyway. No matter if you get traded or what. Okay. Also, in order to
what did you say last year? I didn't see these issues with now they could have, but
I'm about the next thing I'm gonna say is gonna say the difference between the two. I don't see any diva in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're a lot more mature. They're a lot more mature than Trae. If there's a bad call, now I don't watch Boston all the time, but when I do, I don't see Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown arguing with the ref to where it affects them to where it gives the other team a fast break point because I want to argue with the ref.
Culture.
You know, of course, the star is going to argue with the ref because they want to work the ref to get the calls when they need them.
Say it again, GM. GM, say it again. Thank you.
You said culture?
That does not fly in the Miami Heat organization.
Miami, Boston.
You better not stay back and argue with no ref. Supposed to sit you on the bench for the rest of the game. It don't matter if your name is Jimmy Butler.
But analysts, the thing is with Miami, they already have the credibility of winning. The Hawks don't. And then also you have Loomis is the owner. Mickey Loomis, is that the name?
Of Miami?
Yeah.
No, Mickey Loomis, the GM of the Saints.
I'm tripping. Who? Or is it a lady?
Mickey.
That's the owner.
It is Mickey. I just forgot his last name.
Mickey.
Okay. Well, anyway, from him to Pat Riley to Spo
Harrison.
Oh yeah. Them three, they've had the same vision for a long time. And when you have that championship pedigree, it's easier. Now you got the leverage. You see what I'm saying? When a player comes to you. Like even with LeBron, when LeBron got there, LeBron ain't had no leverage. He ain't win shit. D Wade had already won. Yeah.
Hold up. Now there is a difference. The rule change. When they started not giving Trae those fouls that he was, able to get, and they changed the rules.
That's on Trae because he had a year and a half.
But see, no. Now, I'm not saying adjustment. I'm saying the fact that they're not calling those fouls and giving him the respect that he was starting to get by getting those fouls.
And Gerald, I wouldn't.
But that's still on Trae because he had a year and a half to adjust it.
But see, as bad as the officiating is in the league right now,
it's really bad.
Especially, and I don't care who don't like it, especially with them females out there and those that don't know how to call basketball. You don't know what you're gonna get for tonight. You don't know.
Hey, we still rolling too. Hey, but Gerald.
Yeah.
I want to say this. I disagree with that in this sense.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to individual rule changes like that affect certain players, then it's harder to say, because think about it like this. That year and a half, Trae still had to play and be effective. If he was effective doing that, it's hard for him to practice the new rule. Whereas the take foul, we already knew the take foul was coming into effect. I said last year that the team needs to start practicing the new take foul because it's going to cost you a free throw and a possession. That's a team thing. Every team does that. Not every player is going to be able to get in and draw fouls like Trae and do stuff like that the rule changed. So it was just with that, it's a little bit different with that because Trae still has to be effective. Whereas if you have a rule like the take foul, the team can go ahead and start adjusting in that year, a year and a half that they
I
know.
see, I see what you're saying. Him and James Harden was directly targeted by those rule changes. I understand that. However, you can still.
I need some water or something.
You can still you can still get some of the calls.
Here you go.
You can still get some. You can still get some of those calls. I'm not even telling Trey to not argue with the ref. I'm not telling him not to do that. I'm saying don't do it at a point where it's gonna cost your team another 2 points and then possibly 3 if you get teched up. You need to do it. You need to do it when the ball ain't moving. Like if it's if you're going into a timeout. If you're going to a timeout, or if it's if somebody's shooting free throws, then you talk to the ref.
Cause like tonight on the sideline, they knocked the snot out of Trey over there. Bob Rapp, he just went ape shit.
Yeah, I remember.
An assault. They should have had the police out there calling fouls.
You know what? I tell my team.
But Trey got to get back though. He can argue about it as soon as the ball stops. Then you can argue about it.
Well,
Gerald, I
think you don't know where your hip is. How you gonna get back?
I agree, Gerald.
I'll tell you this: we gotta become, and this is something that I've been saying. We have to become a more physical team. Listen,
bro. That analyst, that's a want to. That's why I was saying earlier. Pretty.
I think there's
we too pretty.
I think that right,
but like you got a lot of players. Murray and Hunter might be the only 2 players.
I wouldn't say them two. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you not gonna. So for instance, right? You remember when we were in the playoffs against the Knicks? It was a physical series, and they were knocking us down. They were being dirty on screens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about someone go into that game and get right. You all right? You would have put my guy on the ground, like when RJ Barrett hurt DeJounte Murray. All right, you want to put my guy on the ground? We're gonna put you on the ground.
Anna, you can't do that. You can't do that these days no more because it costs too much money.
Hey, analyst.
Get off that bench. Get someone off that bench.
Hold up, ticking analyst. Going back to the New York series, we were down a lot, right? Then we have to come back sometime. Then
it was only game one was the game one. And game one was the only game where there was adversity where we won. Game 2 we just lost. Every other game we just 3 and 4 was a good game, but we won. We controlled the game, and then game 5 we just blew them out in the second half.
And Philly, okay. So my point,
we be down 20.
Yeah, John. Thank you. So my point is, they were up. I mean, they were down. It's the bench. The team. That's why I keep saying the team is different. It's a different team. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they pretty.
But also,
you had Gallo. You had Lou Williams, who was playing pretty good.
Yeah, but I want to shift.
It's a totally different team.
I want to shift in that. My bad, Matt. In that, I want to shift in defense to, and I know you're gonna say I want to shift in defense to Trey. And even Murray, but more so Trey into you saying that the team is different. What was Trey able to do if he got into the lane and either he didn't have anything or and he was able to kick it back out? You had Gallo, you had Herter, you had Bogey, you had it was so much floor spacing. And guess what? John Collins' 3-point percentage was so much higher.
Yeah,
but now you basically swapped out.
You sacrificed
for defense.
Yeah,
and now you got guys that you throw it out to them, they gonna hit the side of the backboard. And so that's
but you know what? It's not their fault. That's what the team's been assimilated now.
Right, but that's all I was saying. Whereas Trey, he has to sometimes he gotta take certain shots only because he's not able to just Gallo.
He don't trust
No, I'm fine. Analyst, that ain't the issue. I'm fine with him take. I know sometimes a lot of times they ain't no ball movement. Trey looking, fuck it, I'm just shoot the shit. I know that, but there are certain times in the game where it could be 19 seconds on the shot clock and he doing the step back three.
I agree.
When
I agree with that. I agree.
Where he didn't even give his teammates a chance to fuck up.
Well, Gerald, I think Gerald, I think the equilibrium is off a little bit. The balance is off. It's because I think the relationship, to Analyst's point, I think the relationship between him and Nate has fully deteriorated to where it's just it's very bad. It's awful. And
that's on him. That's on him.
Yeah, Trey needs to be better.
Is it on him or is it on Nate?
No. I'm saying
on both of them.
I'm not saying that the relationship being bad is on Trey. What I'm saying is that I should have said that that's not an excuse, because at the end of the day, Trey has the most to lose in that situation. So even if he don't like the coach, he still has to perform at a certain way, because everybody look at Trey because Trey the one on the floor, not Nate.
But I think yes, he should behave better. Yes, but you gotta put in life into it too, right? He's 24. I'm not making excuses. I'm just laying out the facts. He's 24. Seems like most in his life, most things has gone his way. He clearly does not respect Nate whatsoever. And according on Twitter, neither does his father. He has a.
That's not a good thing.
Man, I'm not making I'm not making an excuse.
That's not that.
Oh, you just stated fact. You just stated.
Hey man,
yeah,
I see y'all, man.
Facts.
All right, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Nice rapping with you, man.
Thank you, man. Y'all take care. Much love.
All right.
All right, Jim.
No, I'm not making excuses. I'm just stating the facts. So he got a coach he really don't jive with, right? According to everybody, both publicly and privately, his relationship with Landry is very good, very, very good. And more importantly, Landry takes Trey's opinion very highly. Very highly. So the roster may change, but it may be more of what Trey likes. Not saying he's going to get a list of players. Trey, you like him, you like him, you like it. Not saying it's like that, but the Trey is going to be able to get some players that he likes on the roster coming up here real soon that he would like to play with. So I think once you change out the coach, I think you're going to get a rejuvenated, a refreshed Trey, where he's going to be more adaptive and buy in more to whatever system that's put out.
I don't think that is. I want to say this.
That's not
the way that the amount of.
I got you on record now. You said in the chat, Nate gotta go. He said that is far.
Nate gotta No. I'm not. What I'm saying is that, like, if my child doesn't like a teacher, that's not an excuse to get an F on a test.
Oh,
because
I do want to address this real quick, Gerald. A while back, when the Trey and Nate thing first came out, I think you misunderstood what I was saying. I think you took it from a perspective as because you mentioned that myself not respecting authority was a flaw. My point was the fact that
a character flaw,
right? My point was the fact that it happened. We need to figure out a way to fix it or patch it up for the rest of the season. And my thing was, why did it happen? So that way we can fix it. It wasn't ignoring that. And listen, man, I think that's a good example, because there's been in the past where sure I don't like some teachers, but hey, I'm gonna get through it. But
But
I just feel like it's a little bit different with this. But it's different. I understand what you're saying. I need to clear that up though.
But Joe, I got you. Okay, using your school analogy. So let's say you got straight A's from the minute you got in school. You skip a couple grades. All accounts, you got a genius level IQ. You get to SAT prep, which most of us take SAT prep, and you got this SAT prep instructor, and you like, damn, this guy ain't the sharpest crayon in the box.
You can't don't use just use a regular teacher. Don't use an SAT prep because that's only my coach for a season.
Exactly, that's where we are.
No. What I'm saying is that.
But you're talking about something
that's temporarily, is what I mean.
But so is a teacher for 1 year.
What about just a science teacher? Just use
a science teacher.
But yeah, just use that.
Okay, fine. I got a science teacher. I'm in here, I got straight A's, and I get to this class. I get to physics, right? 12th grade year, I get to physics. And I'm like, man, this guy ain't it. Like, he ain't the guy. And I know it, right? And I know I'm going to be judged at the end of the year based on that exam. I know my name, my reputation is going to be on that exam, but I know this teacher is not teaching me the right material to put me in a position to get an A on this exam. And I'm acting out, right? I'm disruptive in class. I'm talking. I'm not doing homework. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking out of class early, whatever the case may be, right? Is that right behavior? No. It's not right behavior, but at the same time, I can understand. I'm not justifying that. I can understand it.
I can't understand.
I can understand it because here's why.
Well, Matt, you should have said more so like
I can't understand that.
But Gerald, here's what I would understand is if you not the behavior part, but if you didn't do well on the test. If you didn't do well on the test, now, yes, but see, the reason why the school analogy is a little bit different is because you can study obviously in school and there's ways of going around the teacher not being. I had a teacher that wasn't good, but I still made sure I did my part. But with Trey, it's like I think Trey, I think he watches film, like I listened to the way that he broke down the field with Doris Burke. The thing with Nate is should Trey have respected Nate a little bit more? Yes. I just feel like when there's two grown men, you've got to figure out a way to figure it out, and you both have to be open. And what I was saying is that I feel like Nate, just being his age, I feel like he's a little stubborn, and he might have said, no, well, I'm saying do it this way. If you don't want to do it this way, then we're not going to get any changes. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that. But
it's on the record. It's on the record that Nate has put in work to some degree to repair that or establish or enhance that relationship with Trey. He went to Trey in when are they, Oklahoma? In the off season,
but Gerald
he went to him and spent time with him.
But Gerald, like I told John a week ago, if I have a Gerald, if me and you, we got a problem, right? And you come to me and say, "Hey, Matt, look, we're not seeing eye to eye on this, but we got to for the betterment of the channel, this, that, and the third." And I say, "All right, Gerald. But hey, look, I need, from you, I need you. You're not hearing me. Like, I need you to do this better. I need you to do this better. I need you to do this better. Right? And you tell me what you need from me. And then we get in the season and I keep seeing the same thing. Hey, Gerald, remember I told you over the summer, I need you to do better at these things, but it's the same stuff.
But right? Matt, me in that example, me and you are more like teammates. It's not there. Neither one of us are an authority figure over the other.
That's that right there. I'm glad you brought that up. That's the crux of the issue. When Trey, like you talked about with Doris Burke in the JJ Redick podcast and other forums where he talks out publicly, he always talks about a partnership. He always talks about a collaboration.
Man,
He always,
well,
hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. Hell no.
Let me say something now. Is Trey Young's father the same age or close to the same age as Nate McMillan?
No, Trey.
He probably like 10 years younger or something.
20 years younger.
20 years younger than
Yeah, you're probably right.
Nate McMillan?
Yeah. Nate, what, 66?
Nate's 60. Trey Young dad's like
I
40.
didn't know how old he was, but see, there you go. You got just about grandpa talking to grandson at this juncture. Okay. You got grandpa talking to grandson. Nate McMillan has played way more basketball, coached way more basketball than Trey Young has ever seen. So, by virtue of that experience alone, you are supposed to be listening to your coach.
Even if you the better player.
Even if you're the better player.
But hold on, but John and Gerald, I will agree if we're talking about Murray, right? Or if we're talking about John Collins or something like that. The reason why I disagree with Trey is because, and Gerald, I'll tell you this all the time. This goes back to when I seen him at 16 years old. He's always been known for his precocious genius level IQ, basketball wise. I'm talking about in life, basketball wise. He's always been known for having a genius level IQ, basketball wise. So his ability to process and think is at a higher level than the average player. So I give him the benefit of the doubt if he's able to quickly assess and process Nate's system and game planning, and in his mind, he's able to say, this ain't gonna work. Okay. How he act? Should he act out? Should he be demonstrative about it? All that. That's a separate conversation.
Right. I get what you're saying, Matt. So as a coach, it's sometimes where I might call a defensive coverage and I can hear the players, man, I don't know if they're gonna work. And they talking to their homeboy going on the field. Man, I don't think they're gonna work, bro. But I always tell them, and we got a good dialogue. I always tell them, I say, look, everything I call ain't gonna be perfect. However, you the one on the field, not me. So if you do a half-ass, even if it wasn't gonna work, it's still gonna be your fault because everybody saw that you did a half-ass. Now, if you do it full speed with full effort and it don't work, then everybody can say it's my fault.
You got something to say.
Yeah, everybody can say it's my fault.
Okay. So string out this. Go ahead, John.
And let me say this too. Okay. If you have, just like you said, Matt, you got genius level basketball IQ to break things down up here. But if you are on the floor and your genius level IQ says take a shot, you better make it. You better make it.
That's true too. And then another thing, Matt, when you say that he's always had the reputation of being a basketball genius, that's in comparison to people his age. When he goes to the NBA, now he's playing against people that by default, just off the experience, their IQ in the NBA game, because the NBA game is way different than AAU and is different than college, depending on what school you play for. But really, when Trey was at Oklahoma, it was really like just a showcase to get him to the league. It wasn't.
Joe LeBron, when he went to LeBron camp, LeBron said it when I think.
But Matt, all that stuff is just lip service.
NBA.
No. I'm not talking about how good he is. I'm talking about whether he could shoot it from 50 feet. I'm not talking about his skill set. I'm talking about mentally, right? LeBron.
Right, but you can still have that But the issue, LeBron got the same problem. LeBron too smart. He basketball wise, he too smart for his own good. To where a lot of times he doesn't listen to the authority figure. Now the difference with LeBron ain't dumb enough to publicly show up the coach.
I agree with you on that.
With LeBron, LeBron would probably have 5 championships if he played in a non-LeBron James system. Everywhere LeBron's been, except Miami, everywhere LeBron's been, he's been the system.
Well, hey, I'm gonna say this.
So that can only take you so far, Matt.
If he had gone to college, if LeBron had gone to college and was coached by a coach, he would have those 5 championships.
You're right.
There are basic things that you learn in college under structured systems that because of the fact that you have that structure, you know how to go outside of that structure and make that structure better. Okay, you need
depending on your players. Yeah, that now that's true.
You know,
that's a good point.
I agree with that. But all I'm saying is, to me, that's a separate conversation from did this dude sit down, listen to this dude explain his game plan, explain his system, quickly make an assessment and say, it's not going to work. At the end of the day, if I go out there, like to your point, Gerald, I run this full speed and it doesn't work, who's going to be on sports? Who's going to get maligned through the media? Who's going to be
if Trey is doing it, if Trey is playing at full speed with 100% effort and the shit just don't work, then Trey gonna get some of the blame because he get the most money. But Nate McMillan is gonna get a lot, and the coaching staff gonna get a lot of the blame, or even a lot of the supporting cast. Think about this, Matt. Let's go back to LeBron, because LeBron might be the only person that can really relate to this. If there's only been one championship loss that LeBron's ever got blamed for, that was the Dallas series. Every other championship loss, it's always been somebody else's fault, or it was the coach's fault. Why? Because LeBron always played at 100%.
You don't think that Orlando? You don't think he got blamed for that Orlando series?
I said in the finals.
Oh, the finals. Okay,
it's just a finals loss. What
about San Antonio ticket?
San Antonio was going. They were going to flow with him.
No. But Gerald, the difference is.
But a lot of people, if you the superstar and you put in 100%, that is your get out of jail free card from criticism.
Yeah, because of the effort. Because
of the effort.
But Gerald, like that. Well, two things. One, that's different because the baseline you're talking about is the finals or conference finals. That's different as opposed to getting eliminated in the first round. Like, if he comes back this year, listens to Nate, goes full out with effort, and listens to Nate and gets eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, he's getting killed again. He got put out in the first round, especially if it's uncompetitive. He's not.
He's only gonna get killed if Nate get fired because he's gonna get the coach killer tag, or if he loses in the first round and he just quits. That's the only way he gonna get killed, because there outside of Atlanta, the expectation level of the Hawks is nowhere near a championship. So he's not gonna get killed.
Let's say none of this happened.
Who y'all talking about? Getting Trey?
Huh?
So what?
Who are y'all talking about would get killed in a first round exit? Say, for instance, we went in the first round and got swept in the first round. Who are y'all saying that would get killed?
He was saying Trey would get killed. I was saying Trey would only get killed if he quit. His body language is quit.
But if he went,
right?
against Miami, right? He got killed for that Miami series.
Well,
he got killed because he quit.
Well, now see, the thing is about this Miami series. Remember, we were hurt. We were hurt.
He didn't get killed because we lost. He got killed because he quit.
Well, okay, even the first 4 games of that series before he quote unquote quit in game 5, even the first 4 games of that series, there was a lot of national. He took a lot of national hits. Oh, Trae Young can't do it. He's not a franchise player. He's not a playoff player. All the stuff, right? That was out the media.
But who was it? That TNT wasn't saying that. ESPN wasn't saying that. Now, if you talking about these other people on Twitter that got 3,800 followers, then of course they're gonna say stuff to get a hot take.
It was out there, but I'm saying if you're Trae Young, right, and let's say none of this stuff about Nate came out, none of this stuff about Nate and Trae having problems. He went through the season and well behaved. He was on his best behavior. None of this stuff came out. Came in. Let's say they played in the first round and they played, I don't know, Philadelphia, and they lost in 5 games again in the playoffs in the first round.
I mean, Philly better.
Trae Young. I believe Trae Young would get killed in the press. He would get killed in the media. So
Trae Young wouldn't get killed in the sense of you were supposed to beat this team. Trae Young would probably, if he got killed like you said, he would get killed because he's a villain. So when the villain loses, they gonna rub it in a lot more.
Especially
it ain't necessarily because of him just losing and he was supposed to win the series.
But Gerald, I think this is my opinion, my theory, as they say. I think this whole thing about Nate, all this is about him trying to circumvent him getting blown up in the media for another disappointing playoff performance. So he's trying to get Nate. He's trying to get Nate out of here so he can avoid him going down in flames in the first round. Given Nate's history, he's going to get eliminated in the first round. That's just Nate's history. He's going to get eliminated in the first round. He's going to get killed in the press for the second year in a row, right? Of not being able to live up to the playoff pressure, right? Because what they're going to do in the playoffs, they're going to trap Trae like they did in the Miami series. They're going to send traps at him, double teams. I know we got Murray, but we know Murray can't dribble through a double team most nights.
No, I get what you're saying. Now, here's what I would say, Matt. I'm going to backtrack a little bit, going back to the full speed thing. If it's me and I know my player, if he gives it to me full speed, if he plays at full speed the whole time, he can come. I can live with him coming to me and telling me, "Hey, coach, this ain't working," and I can truly 100% trust him when he says that because I never have to question his effort. You see what I'm saying?
So you think last year in that Miami series, after
he wasn't. We would have lost. We was gonna lose. We was gonna lose anyway because we didn't have Capella and we didn't have John. We didn't have no front court presence. But I feel like the fact that he quit was the main reason that he got killed. That was really the main reason.
Because I think in that series, that's when he lost respect for Nate in that series. When
I don't understand how he could lose respect for Nate. Nate ain't had shit to work with.
But what I'm saying is when he's talking after the games and he's like,
Girl, remember you turn on
never
Nate,
used
right?
he never used plural.
Remember you turned on Nate.
The way he was tonight, Gerald gotta go, bro. But I'm still a Nate guy, but I gotta shoot at 100 though, huh?
Right, Gerald, he's not saying plural. He's saying singular. He's saying I have to play chess with
right there.
I got to play chess with Spoelstra. I got to outthink Spoelstra. I got to see what he's doing and watch film on it and come up with something different.
That's circumstantial, Matt. You can't just assume that Nate ain't giving him nothing now.
No.
You can't do that.
That's what. No, I'm telling you what Trey said out of his own mouth. He said, "I got to play chess with Spoelstra. I got to watch film and come up with something to counter what they're doing." That's what he said out of his own mouth. So I'm saying, okay, and then the whole Doris Burke interview when he's talking about he got to manipulate the defense with his eyes and make the reads, and that's basically the whole damn offense. Which, by the way, is very embarrassing that my point guard came on national television and told this woman, told Doris Burke that our whole offense. She's a woman, but she's a woman. But Doris Burke is, I want to give her immense respect. But
I agree.
Yeah, I want to give her immense respect. But when you're telling Doris Burke, basically the entire offense is him manipulating the defense with his eyes and making reads off of that. That's kind of bad. That kind of means it.
But Matt, that's the whole NBA minus 4 teams.
Matt, that goes in the category.
Why aren't we one
that
of those
goes
4
into the
teams?
category of the regular season is boring.
Because only 2 of them 4 teams have won championship, analysts.
We need to get to that level.
John, how was that regular season is born?
The same reckless.
Yeah, he fucked up saying that.
Reckless mouth saying stuff like that in an interview. Look, that may be true, Matt. He may have to be doing that, but I'm just here. I won't get fined.
You don't throw nobody under the bus like that.
You threw
you want him to lie?
You threw your head coach under the bus.
Okay, Matt, ask me the question.
And we're looking at how you took what he said. We look at how you took it. And see, the thing is, that's how it translates, because we see with some people, the way that you took it, that's the way that they took it. Oh, Nate ain't helping me. Nate ain't doing anything. I have to go out here and drag these people up and down.
Like he made it like it's a pity party.
Yeah, and see, thing is, it made.
Hey, I'm telling the truth.
I'm just saying, because see, look, you just like it was somebody else got reckless mouth with the doggone media around here and said something they didn't have no business saying, and everybody looking at him. Hey, man, and then you got to go after that man hears this interview or sees this interview or somebody tells him about that interview. Hey, your point guard just said such and such and such and such and such. And now y'all got to talk. How are we gonna talk?
But John,
it's different when the dad say some dumb shit. He ain't got to answer to Nate. He ain't got to see. Nate ain't got to see him.
That's right.
And see, when
Trey
said,
Matt.
What was that, Matt?
When Trey said that, do y'all think they had a good relationship?
Whether they did or not,
that don't matter. That's irrelevant, man.
You don't make it worse. Yet they might have had a bad relationship, and it might have been some perceptions, but you eliminated all the perception when you open your mouth.
Right. So Matt, I'm Trey Young. Ask me that same question. The one you said where what you want him to lie? Ask me the question.
Okay. So, Gerald, I see you coming down there and you making reads off the defense, off the pick and roll. How much is that? Is the system? How much is that? Is what you see with your own eyes?
So, before I answer that, number one, DB, she was slick.
Mm-hmm.
She was slick. That was a setup question, and Trey dumbass ain't read it. You see what I'm saying?
No.
I wouldn't have said no comment because it was a special piece on it. It was an exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an interview.
Yeah, it was an exclusive. So he couldn't just say no comment. So So this is what I ask that one more time. How much of it is what?
How much is that is what you see, and how much is that is the system?
So pretty much what we do with me being the primary ball handler, we try to orchestrate a system that takes advantage of what I do best, which is seeing the floor. So it really goes. But look, I didn't lie.
You shifted the blame.
Look.
No, I
didn't.
Got to
No,
learn.
because every coach takes advantage of their star players' best qualities. I didn't shift the blame. I said we.
Coach under the bus, which is most important. You do not embarrass that man. Look, if Nate got a wild hair in his butt, he could keep Trae Young on the bench the whole freaking game. And judged by how well this team works without him being on the floor, that ain't necessarily a bad thing. And you would earn that. You would earn that from a coach with. And see, thing is, I'm old school. I'm old school.
But John, you and Gerald, y'all both recoiled. You and John, you and Gerald, y'all both recoiled when I said Trae. The first thing he always talks about is collaboration, in unison, partnership. He always talks about that, right? But when he still talks about that.
But when we talk, no, Matt. Earlier we were talking about authority. Exactly. There shouldn't be but when Trae's in that interview talking about, how much of it is just your genius and how much of it is the system, that's not talking about authority. Obviously, you have to collaborate. The star player does have to collaborate with the coach in certain areas. But as far as how the team is ran and whatever the rules of the team are and all that stuff, there is a hierarchy, and Trae ain't on the same level as the coach.
No. I wasn't. Okay, let me rephrase. Let me clarify. Okay. Actually, I'm not saying that Trae gets to buck the system or the rules or the authority. What I'm saying is the way that Trae has explained it, at least my interpretation, is it's.
We saying he explained it wrong. He explained it the wrong way. He should have
It's more of a partnership than it is. Gerald, show up at 6:00. I need you to do this, and this. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's a job, but it's more of a, hey, Gerald, I'm thinking on Tuesday, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think about this? I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think about that?
But that ain't what he said. That ain't what he said to Doris Burke. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, no. Wait, that's different.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay. Oh, the Doris Burke thing. No, you're right. He did intentionally say that about Nate, and he did it on purpose. Because he wants everybody to know that he wants everybody to know what you see out there. 98% of it is his genius. That's it.
That's the thing right there, Matt. So the question is, okay, I just saw that he threw Nate under the bus. The question is, okay, is this more of a pity party? Number one. Number two, is this one of those things where I don't want nobody to shine but me? There's a lot of narratives that can come from that, even if they're untrue. That's why it's very important that he answers those type of questions in the correct way.
I can see where you have that question, but I think it's more of like this guy is holding us back from our full potential. So I want everybody to understand.
You cannot do that, man.
I'm not.
Man,
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying.
Hold up a second, man, please.
You can't do that.
Let me run this by you. By you exposing your head coach on television, and really, my head coach, he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
And you saying that on national television, okay, what's supposed to happen since you've exposed him as being a dumbass on television?
And you just made yourself look like a dumbass because Nate, regardless of how much of a or lack of success he got. That man, that's a respected coach.
Yeah, and
he respected around. I'm saying as a person, Matt, he's respected around He's respected around the league.
Yeah, and then
otherwise he wouldn't be here for 17 years. You see what I'm saying?
And the thing too, I'm just saying this. Can Doris Burke change the course of the Atlanta Hawks by an interview? Is she thing is that you saying this, if you were going to say this would be something that you would say using eloquent language to your owner, your general manager, or something of that nature. Okay. If you were going to ever say that, but to just bust that man out on TV in an interview with somebody that can't do nothing about it, you just made your life way more miserable because that coach got a chip on his shoulder because of what you just did to him.
And then now, Matt, can your teammates saw that too? If I'm Trey's teammate, how do I not know that if I'm having a rough patch?
You talking about me?
You could be talking about me. It's a whole lot of dominoes that can come from that. And you know what? Remember, I think it was, I can't remember what year it was. Trey was an all-star. This motherfucker got picked last. And for the life of me, I was like, why did he get picked last? I think KD and LeBron was drafting. Now I was like, why is he last?
It was just like they picking.
It was like that. It's like them folks don't. When you treat, how you treat people.
It's gonna come back.
That shit gonna come back to you. It determines how long you gonna last in the league, bro. And it's gonna determine that.
John, I'm not agreeing with his actions. By the way, I'm not condoning it. All I'm saying is, it's clear from just a quick Google search that their relationship is beyond repair. It's just it's bad. It's very bad.
And that's fine. He just need to do his part to clear his name. Really, Trey need to do as much as possible before Nate get fired, whenever that's gonna be. He need to do as much as possible, because if he's playing bad around the time Nate gets fired, you talking about some heat? How much heat you think he gonna get then? Because the number one thing on SportsCenter gonna be what?
Trey got him fired, but I think that's why.
Trey. Either Trey got him fired or Nate. I can hear Kendrick Perkins right now. Nate McMillan can't be on the floor playing. He can't play for the guys. I got a $200 million guy in Trey Young, and he's shooting 39% from the field. Like, you see what I'm saying? So you can't you can't it's a lot of stuff that's gonna go into it. But if Trey averaging 30-9 or 30-10 and Nate get fired, then it looks like, okay, Trey doing his part, the shit just ain't working.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead,
John. I think that's why it's going to be very important. That's what I say. I don't think they're going to fire Nate. I don't think they can, because it'll look bad. It's purely PR, but they'll look bad. So that's why I think this wink resignation is going to come very, very, very quickly. And
I know this. If we
don't get money, just put it in that take this one for the team. Fall on your sword.
If we fall like 6 games below 500 or something like that, it's gonna be hard to keep them there.
because and see that's the reason why I asked the question. That's the reason why I asked the question earlier. Since we stuck both ways with
because they already said the goal is the playoffs, so they can't just tank mid-season, and you got over $500 million. Well, you might have a $500 million roster.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a tank, but also I'll let you go, John. Also, I'm not saying he's doing it on purpose. Of course, I would never accuse an NBA player or do any professional, forget the line of work, of ever doing
Murray did that shit on purpose tonight.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? If Nate gets fired and Trey all of a sudden starts to tick back on up, you know, I'm just saying, you know. Just watch out for that.
Okay. You remember, I would say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, when the situation started with Nate giving Trey a choice. Shoot around or you don't play, supposedly, because see now that's going on around. And I was saying that Trey is hurt. He has to be hurt in order, you know, he chooses whether to shoot around and play or get treatment. He has to be hurt. Something's got to be wrong with him. Now, right now it seems as though he is improving slightly as far as his shot is concerned.
Right.
But at this juncture, with everything that's on the line, we are stuck with both Nate and Trey. Because see, if either one of them leave, if we're concerned about PR, if either one of them leave, we gonna look bad. Either way.
If Nate resigns?
Yeah, if Nate resigns or if Nate gets fired. Because see, if he resigns, you know who they're gonna blame it on. You know what the acrimony is gonna be as far as he's concerned. But that's why I asked the question earlier in the broadcast, what can we do to stop the bleeding without firing or resigning or trading anybody? Because right now, in my opinion, we all stuck with each other right now. We all stuck. You know, because see, nobody of substance is going to want to come here. Like Demond said tonight. Nobody of substance is going to want to come here and coach this team under these circumstances. Nobody that you really want. And that's why I said it would have to be a Hawks assistant that will ride this thing out till the end of the year. Whether it be what's the man name? Wild hair, dog hair joke, look like the wind got in his moose or whatever in his head. But him or somebody else from the assistant coaching staff is going to coach. Mm-hmm. One of them is going to take it. And do you want a half of a season of that? Because
I think Joe Prunty could take over for the rest of the year.
Prunty, that's his name. Prunty.
Yeah, I think Prunty could take over for the rest of the year. I'm not really worried about that because I know unless we're holding up the Larry O'Brien trophy, I'm not getting fooled again. You know, and just throwing somebody in there full time. So I think they will do the proper search and go down the proper channels. It's more about I can't change the whole roster. And everybody looks bad. Everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's underperforming. Everybody looks bad. Everybody looks disjointed. And I won't say everybody looks disengaged, but definitely disjointed. So it's a problem. You know, it's a problem. Everybody looks stuck in mud. So, and I can't trade everybody. The only other option I have is to ask Nate to take this public resignation, fall on the sword. We'll pay him his money, you know, and peace out. But something has to change because they just look. It's hard to explain. Like they're so lethargic. Like they look like they puppy died. You know, like they just look stuck in mud.
Because I'm still trying to remember when this slowdown of the offense took place. And now you all were saying that it happened the next year after the Eastern Conference Finals run because they were supposedly running Lloyd Pierce's system. But this is whenever it was, whether it was that Eastern Conference Final or whether it was the next year, Nate slowed this offense down. And when you
so John, he did slow the tempo down. When I say it was Nate, when I say it was Pierce's system, it was Pierce's plays.
Okay.
They still ran Pierce's plays just at a slower pace, at a slower tempo.
Okay.
What Nate did was the following offseason, the following training camp after the conference finals run. Remember, they changed the entire coaching staff. They brought in all new assistants, and Nate said that that Pierce's system was too complicated. It was too complex. That they didn't need all that stuff. They just needed to set harder screens. Can you believe that? They just need to set harder screens and be smarter with the ball. They didn't need all that extra stuff. They didn't need all the flare screens and back cuts, and they didn't need all the Spain pick. They didn't need all that stuff. They just needed to set harder screens and play more connected with the fist. So he got rid of Lloyd Pierce's system. That's the difference between it's not the total difference because some roster things are different, but that's the biggest difference is he took away that system and implemented his own system. That's when the ISO happened, the pick and roll heavy offense. Because before we did run a lot of pick and roll, but it was other stuff incorporated into it. They'll run the pick and roll, then they'll run a cutter behind it. Or it was more movement. But Nate said it's too complicated. All that stuff is too complicated. So let's cut all that out and just run the pick and roll and allow Trey to make the decisions and make the reads off of the single high screen and roll. That's the difference.
And see, that was the problem because when you run a slower system, you got to be able to shoot. You got to be able to shoot or have somebody down in the low post where you can dump it down to and he get double team, whatever, you kick it out to somebody that can hit a shot. I mean, and that has, when I first started joining your group, that was the very first thing that I said. And I've been saying this for the past year or so, that we can't shoot. We cannot shoot. And when we can't shoot, it's over with. It's all over with because see now we are not built to bang. We're not built or we're not using the tools that we have at our disposal the way that they were designed, which was if you're going to try to emulate Golden State, you got to be moving. Ball got to be moving. You got to be moving, But at this juncture right here, we have already beat this horse dead, buried, or whatever. Every time we get together, because see, now this is what 2, 3, 4 times a week we get together and we're arguing about the same thing. We're talking about the same thing, and that has not changed. And that's why, I look at this and I have to just back off of it. I have to maintain emotional distance from it. Otherwise, I'd be just like DeMond was tonight, every doggone night. Because see, it is frustrating. And what it's looking like, we're going to have to go through the rebuilding process again. We're going to have to do it. And see, you tore down a first round playoff team in order to end up with this right here.
Yep. And what's so bad is you gave away all your picks to get Murray, all your valuable picks to get Murray. So you really can't even rebuild because all them picks will go to Sacramento. I mean, not Sacramento, San Antonio. So it's really pointless for you to rebuild. You really can't.
You can't. That's why I said about those 3 scoring bigs. 2 free agents, and a draft prospect from someplace, because you got to have somebody to hold the fort down. At this juncture, since we stuck with this right here, we got to hold the fort down until we can go and get something of substance. We can't get none in the first round. All picks gone for this one man here. So
it's not even. Yeah, that's what I said. Like the most efficient thing to do is to switch out the coach, because, like I said, you got like 10 guys that all look bad. They all look useless in the trade market. They all look bad. They all look worthless. So, and I'm like, at the very least, I have to create some type of spark to see if I can even increase their trade value enough to get something else for them. And sadly, that's where we are.
Yep. At 4:22 on the 3rd of January, we up Schitt's Creek. we hey man. But I Matt, enjoyed it. I got to bed. Old man got to go to bed.
I hear you. Me too.
All right. Take it easy, boss.
All right, John. You too.